Lads.
Hey, here we go.
Lads.
It's Nick. We're ready for another watch along. How you doing, Nick?
Yeah, I'm good, mate. Are you?
I've been looking forward to this. We've just watched a cracking game of football beforehand. Liverpool, Manchester City, sort of whetting the appetite for what will hopefully be an equally exciting game with plenty of goals for the home side with our game that we're doing the watch along for. Thank you for joining us for the Blades against Chelsea.
Absolutely, but there's not been many goals for the home team, has there, in this game?
No, we definitely want to see a reverse scoreline. I'd really enjoy it that way.
Definitely. I've already had stick from a Chelsea mate of mine who's saying they're going to hammer us. So let's see, shall we? He didn't learn his lesson after last season when he said they were going to hammer us, and then we went and hammered them. So let's see, mate, shall we?
Yeah, as you know, I went on a Chelsea fan YouTube channel. And I'll be honest with you, I just got a load of grief for not knowing a lot about Chelsea, which I think is fair.
Why would you know a lot about Chelsea, though?
Exactly. Now, team news for us today, 4 changes for the Blades. Are you ready for the starting lineup?
Yes, definitely.
All right, no surprise. Rammers in goal. Then right centre-back, it is that man, Chris Basham, Captain John Egan at the centre. And then left centre-back, Keane Bryan. That's what we wanted. Then we've got our right wing back, Bogle. So no Baldock, not even on the bench. We haven't got a full bench. I'll get to that. The one man we speculated about starting at left wing back, who didn't have a great game at Stamford Bridge, is playing. That is Lowe at left wing back. I know. Then we've got right side of central midfield, John Lundstram, Ollie Norwood in that deep line playmaker role. He drinks iron brew. Johnny Fleck, not Jimmy. He's playing left side of centre mid. And the really interesting pairing up front, Nick, unless you've already looked at it, do you want to guess who the 2 strikers are?
I would have thought it's either going to be Didsey and Sharp or Didsey and Burke.
Right.
Is it Brewster?
The key thing there is Didsey was your go-to and your must start. Didsey has been dropped. He's on the bench, and he is the key man that all of us cited because of his record against Chelsea as being the danger man for this game. It is Ollie McBurney and Ollie Burke up front.
I can see what he's trying to do there, trying to bully him without no Thiago Silva. I'm guessing Thiago Silva's still out. We thought that, didn't we?
Thiago Silva, I haven't seen the Chelsea team, but he certainly looked like he was going to be out after stretching in their previous match and I don't know, doing a hammy or something. But that looks like you've got the pace of Ollie Burke and the man who can win the flick-ons in McBurney, although I personally think Ollie McBurney is far more than a target man. I don't actually think he's a target man. He's great on his feet. He's got loads of skill. So we just haven't really seen it. But certainly if you've ever watched him in his Barnsley and Swansea days.
Definitely. I think that's what we thought we were going to get when we were watching all the highlights on YouTube, weren't it?
Yeah, we haven't seen that yet. Let's see it today. That'd be fantastic. You know, he did all right against Chelsea last season at the Lane. So do you want the subs?
Please.
League One Wes. Then we've got Didsey. Then we've got the Goat. Then we've got Jags. Then we've got Ready for a Brew and Aussie. So I tried to do nicknames for everyone there.
Ready for a Brew. Brewster.
Yeah,
I don't know, mate. I don't know. I've been on a how long? 8K walk today.
Yeah, I wondered why I couldn't get hold of you.
I know. Yeah, we were in. We had no signal all day, pretty much.
Yeah, it was pretty annoying.
All right now. Where's Adam, by the way?
He's going to join us a bit later. He's doing more important things. That's his words, not mine. I will sort the team out, by the way, putting it on the bottom.
I was hoping that you would.
I'm just surprised. I mean, talk me through your thinking once you've now heard that lineup.
The only thing I can think of is that Didsey's played so many games and he's not getting any younger, is he? He's, 30, 33, 34, I think. I think he's a year younger than Sharpe. So maybe that's got something to do with it.
But why no youngsters on the bench after we can't fill a bench again? And we had a couple of them in the previous game. For me, that's a real surprise.
Could you imagine a young lad being put on the bench against Chelsea? They would have absolutely loved that.
Yeah, it's the experience, isn't it? You know, they probably won't get on, but it's a chance to be around the first team and just see how it's done. And I think that could be invaluable.
Definitely. And like I say, most of these players that have been on the bench haven't come on. It's only Hackford that came on because we were so bad up front against Burnley. And recently, well, at that point recently. But yeah, the rest of them haven't come on. But just to be on the bench, being around the first team would have been nice. See lots of experienced pros in their kind of in the first day squad. Match day squad. Wes, I love that you've gone for Wes again.
I didn't even need to this time, but I've just stuck it there.
L1.Wes.
L1.Wes. I've actually got room today because, you know, it's not a full
L1,
bench.
Sorry, L1 space Wes.
Thank you, Michael, for the haircut nod. My wife is a trained hairdresser as well as a trained masseuse, so it's actually very handy to have one in the house. Looking pretty sharp, to be honest. I think it's far too short. I look like a baked bean.
Thanks for the $1.99, Lloyd Harrison. Thank you very much.
Another cream egg each.
All these cream eggs, mate. What we're going to do with them all? We can make a little cream egg pyramid.
Nice. I had a cream egg brownie yesterday. My wife's also a tremendous baker, so had all that. It's all gone on my tits.
Baker. Is she in
tremendous.
The room?
She's not. She's not. She wants none of this nonsense. Well, what we would ask then, Nick, I'll actually throw that to you. Lloyd's asked about a timer on screen for the watch along. As you know, I am technically inept and have just got the hang of writing, hence the lineup. So is that something we could do?
I don't think so. I think if we'd have been using our old setup, I could have possibly sourced it. But I'm not sure. We'll try and get that for the next game. I'll ask a few people that use StreamYard that we're using right now and see if we can sort that out. But I've not seen anybody else put them on using this software. So,
I mean, I could literally hold my phone here the whole time. But the way the watch-alongs we're imagining you use them is you're watching the game on the telly and you've muted it and you're listening to us. You don't need to see us. I mean, it's a bonus with this haircut that you can, but you don't need to. So that's how I've always kind of engaged with watch-alongs.
Well, we spoke about this off air, didn't we? When we were kind of likened it to the fan zone that they used to do on Sky Sports, which I used to absolutely love. Is a little bit similar, except for two blades rather than a blade and a Chelsea player, Chelsea fan. Hopefully, one of these days we could get a member of the opposition. But the thing is, if a YouTuber is going to be doing kind of a watch along anyway, we're not going to get them on, are we?
Yeah, it's true. We might have to go with someone that isn't a YouTuber. Imagine, would they be able to handle it, Nick? I mean, can regular people do stuff like this? I don't think so. Yeah, of course, that'd be absolutely fine. And we're hoping to, of course, get more of your opinions and more people getting involved in these streams as we go forward. This is only the second one we've done. It's the first one I'm going to be doing with you, Nick, and I'm really, really pleased about that. Now, the big question that Tim Walker has asked, I know it's on a lot of people's lips. You changed your shirt at halftime in the Baggies match. For those that don't know, in a quick recap, we were losing at halftime. We managed to come back for the first time since Bournemouth, not Charlton. And Tim has asked, are you going to get the lucky pink shirt on?
I think it's in the wash, The washing machine going at the moment. So is it in the wash? Where is it? Oh, is it? I put definitely in the wash. I'll see if I can have a quick look before we kick off.
I mean, I can't believe that hasn't been the first thing as soon as you got up that you made sure you sourced. That's crucial.
I did think about it, but I'd not washed it for a few days, so I felt like it needed a good wash.
You know the T-shirt, this one. So I'll show you on screen. So
that bad boy that you can get from all great retail outlets.
So if you want to buy one of these unique items, can you see that?
Yeah. Just about.
Oh, sorry, that didn't really work. Better in rehearsal. Fun fact, I've never actually washed that and worn it a lot.
Yeah, you have definitely worn it a lot. That's disgusting.
Yeah.
I'm like you wear it everywhere as well, don't you?
I'm like, is it Prince Andrew? I don't sweat.
Oh, disgusting. Let's not take it there.
Right, so a few questions coming in now. Do write your questions in on the chat. If you want to be a part of the super chat, that would be really, really kind. We would be really, really grateful, Nick particularly, because I haven't seen any of that. Now, Max says, do you think the board was right to not bring any players in January, even if it was just a loan player to help with the goal drought? And there was only one permanent signing in the Premier League in the whole of that transfer deadline, the deadline day, which is overhyped. So, Nick, what do you think?
I could see what the Prince was doing. He thought we were dead and buried. And to be perfectly honest, it would be very, very difficult to get out of this. So I can see what he was doing, but it would have been nice to at least bring maybe one in. And I don't kind of buy into the fact that we need another striker. We need another striker. Attacking midfielder for me, or a quick winger or something like that. I know we're not going to use a quick winger, but just someone with a bit of pace, a bit of creativity, that would have been nice. Even if it was someone, like you say, on loan just for the rest of the season. Someone who's just a little bit, not necessarily like a Lingard, a big name. Someone who's a bit cheap, could be something a little bit different.
Yeah, I can definitely see how that could have been useful. I mean, there's someone like literally a Lingard, the attacking midfielder that perhaps we're missing, that pulls the strings, that creates things, because we sometimes do lack a bit of creativity. So personally, I'd have loved to have seen exactly that player arrive.
Yeah, definitely. And the thing is, obviously, Didzy's, it might be because Didzy's played so many games, that's why they're giving him a rest. But there's no one else that we've got, is there? No one else creative that we could bring in to kind of go with, be a similar player to Didsey.
Yeah, it's really tough, and I think you're right that the Prince would have seen that we don't want to throw good money after bad, and that you don't want to admit that we're going down. Although with the results that we've seen, it's been tough watching the games that we were hoping would go our way.
Definitely. I've just put on screen Shoreham Views comment. Thank you very much for the shout out in your last video, Johnny. What's your longest running lucky item of clothing, in brackets, item that was lucky longest before it ran out? Now, I'm not really that much of a superstitious person. I may have had lucky things in the past, but I can't really remember anything. From you, Hal?
I have a lucky shirt, which I used to wear, the Laver shirt, the home Laver shirt with the laces from '92, which I used to wear all the time for many, many years. And I wore it all the way up until we went to the Emirates, Arsenal's stadium. And we lost 3-0 in the Premier League 2006-07 season. And someone was sick on me in the subway on the way home. And I hate London anyway. I've never had a good experience going to London. London. Hate it. It's dirty. And so I've not worn that shirt since, really. I've worn it actually on a couple of these, but I've never worn it to a game since. So that was lucky for many, many years. And now, no, I don't have anything. I'm not superstitious at all. I'm not even a little stitious.
What about you, Johnny? Let us know in the comments if you've got anything. And anybody else in the comments, let us know.
Yeah, absolutely. And this is an interesting question as well. What is the situation with Lundstram? Michael Brown asking this. Oh, Lord. Michael Brown. Is he going to sign a new contract, or is he off in the summer? So this is one that we did put on Twitter recently, and we asked your opinion as fans as what you thought of that. If you want to follow us on Twitter, it's at Sheff United Way. Loads of content for Blades on there. It's just this constant Blades chat. And happy birthday, Brian Dean. We've done a lovely graphic for him today, which you can see on that. So we asked you what you thought, and it was overwhelming in favour of Lundstram signing a long-term deal and staying. Nick, your thoughts?
Yeah, I'd love to see that. I'd love to see him get his head down, and I think he is at the moment. I'd like to see him like he was last season, but I just can't see it. His body language and the things that were coming out of his mouth when he was asked that question, it felt really awkward, and it felt like he was just trying to get through a question. Do you know when it's coming towards the end of the season and somebody's banging loads of goals in, and they're asked, "Oh, do you think you're going to sign for him next season? Are you going to carry on playing?" And they're like, "Well, I'm playing for Sheffield United at the moment, so I'll give him 100%. It just felt just like that. So I think he's off. No way. But I'd like to see him sign a new contract and knuckle back down.
Incredibly difficult when put on the spot, as we've talked about with Dean Henderson, when he was being mobbed, getting off the bus, and he was, obviously going to go back after that League One season. We all thought to Manchester United. He was asked, is he going to sign long term with the Blades or come back on loan. And of course, he's put on the spot. So he just instinctively said, yeah, I'm coming back. And everyone cheered. And he did actually come back that season. But what else could he have said? And he wouldn't have even known.
No, exactly. And the thing is, he probably did want to come back. He probably wanted to come back the third time. Third time? Yeah, third time.
He probably did.
But also, obviously, he wanted to play for Man United. He got a bond with the fans, with the club, with the players, the manager. I think if it was obviously out of the two, he's going to pick Man United, which he did. But at the same time, he's owned by Man United. If they want him back, that's absolute. Well, they take him back.
Yeah, completely. So we, the happiest times following United as well was something I was thinking of talking about before this game, because I was thinking about this earlier. Your happiest times following Sheffield United are not always the club's most successful years. I enjoyed a lot of our seasons in the lower leagues, some of the League One stuff. I was just wondering, Nick, it's one that I'm throwing at you, and also this is for the chat as well, but what was your favourite time following the club?
Believe it or not, it was a season when we achieved absolutely nothing. It was the 2002-2003 season, the triple assault season. Absolutely loved it. But not just that as well. I really enjoyed the first season under Nigel Clough when we had that shocking start under David Weir. And then Clough kind of stabilised the club and the team, stopped us from conceding goals. And it felt like that around that time, me and my dad went to every single away match, obviously as well as home matches. And we were just smashing everyone, 3-0, 4-0, 5-0. You just expected us to score at least 3 goals every match. And it was such a great time to be a Blade. So, I loved those 2 times. Obviously, I enjoyed us getting promoted both times. And I enjoyed last season. But I just kind of look back more fondly on the seasons that were a while ago, if you like, because it still feels like we're in this wilder bubble. It's nice to look back on times when times that have gone by. What about you?
96, 97, Howard Kendall's season. I was at such an impressionable age, and I was a teenager, and I loved Whitehouse and Ward being local lads representing and playing so well. I really loved the Kachura-Fjortov partnership. Obviously, Gareth Taylor as well, often from the bench. Again, a season where we didn't necessarily achieve success despite finishing in the playoffs. So, enjoyable. We've also got Fans React, Adam Wilson, with us. Adam, hello.
Good evening. How are we, chaps?
We are excellent. Well, we'll throw that question at you straight off the bat, and a cricket term for you. So your favourite season following the Blades, not to put you on the spot straight away, Adam.
Favourite season following the Blades, 2003. Has to be. All those games from university in Stoke-on-Trent, as you remember, so very well, Hal, up and down the country. I think it was 66 games, something incredible that season. 2 semi-finals. Ultimately ended in Wales with heartache, but against Wolves in the final. What a great season that was. One not to be forgotten.
It was the season after that, which I did every game. I went to every game home and away, which was a hard season to swallow because we ended at the Preston away in the end and didn't get in the playoffs. But Aidan has said Adkins' season was the best. Thank you very much. You need gallows humour.
Can I just quickly change it to this? Is that better or is that worse?
I like being on top of Adam.
David,
we're both on top of Adam right now. Oh no, I don't like it. Let's go back to this.
I think that a lot of people agreeing with you, Nick and Adam, the triple assault season was fantastic. And for those of you asking as well, we do have some mentions of the triple assault season in some of our podcasts, which we've got loaded up on the channel, which you can have a look at as well.
Sorry, I'm trying to sort my camera out so that we all look similar. I'm very OCD with stuff like that.
Yeah, I've got a lot of face. I'm very much aware of that. I'm quite close.
Very facey, aren't you?
So, Adam, one of the reasons we brought you on is you are the stat man. Ski da 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 da. So, do you want to give us, ahead of this Chelsea game, just some interesting things that you can share with us that we can certainly keep an eye on?
Yeah, so the Blades have never lost a home game in the Premier League in the month of February. So there's an omen for you.
What? That's
previously
crazy.
played 7, won 5, and drawn 2. Cracking stat.
That is a cracking stat. The man is full of cracking stats and a crackling microphone as well, Adam. So we're going to get you sorted with a new one, I'm sure, in time.
Yeah, so we had last season was Brighton and Bournemouth in the month of February, 1 win and 1 draw, and then unbeaten in the previous seasons prior to that as well. So long may it continue tonight.
Adam's one of these guys that whenever I've watched a game with him, this isn't the sort of stuff that he searches online and will find. This is the stuff that he has retained and just knows and can bring out at the drop of a hat. And he's also going to be a quiz master for an upcoming Blades quiz on the Sheffield United way. So we'll keep you updated on that, and you can join in. We'll hopefully do that interactive. That could be a lot of fun. And the 81-82 season, Philip, that is a fantastic shout. Lowest finish ever, but it was champions of Division 4. You're right. We hopefully never go back to those lows, but 1982, the year I was born, so I know only from my dad telling me about that particular season, but a good shout.
Wasn't it Keith Edwards banging all the goals in?
Let's ask Adam. He knows everything.
Yeah, 81, 82. I mean, I was born in 83, so not my forte, but as I told you, Keith Edwards, plenty of goals, but even a little bit before my time, that.
Well, Adam, one thing that wasn't before your time was, of course, getting on the pitch and being a mascot. And you had the opportunity to do that on Brian Dean Day, which is today, of course, his birthday, where we're wishing him, I don't know how old he is, I don't even want to look it up because he's still, to me, always just going to be that young striker legend. But you've met Brian Dean before, and I know you've wished him happy birthday online. So what's he like? What's the man like, the myth, the legend?
Oh, Dino is a great man. I'm not sure that he's 3 years above the age of 50 today, and maybe I just have, but... from the times in Doncaster, I was actually mascot in 1989 against Brighton, which was a 5-4 thriller, an absolute brilliant game, and also again in 91 against Forest, which won 4-2. So there was plenty of goals about when I was mascot. Remember going to Doncaster Dome to Brian Dean's soccer academy during half term as well, and being in Doncaster at the time, it was full of Leeds fans and. At the time, Manchester United, as they were on the way back, and people were not supporting those. But yeah, to meet Dino, he was great, such a great guy, and of course, fantastic guy, great guy, Dino. He's got so much time for everybody as well. He'll talk to you. He knows the game, and he'd be a great addition to work with the strikers at Bramall Lane. So,
great
Dino,
shout.
get yourself back to Bramall Lane for what would be a 3 spells, and not many people could play for Leeds United and West Ham and still be liked by me.
You got some brilliant pictures. Actually, Adam's well worth a follow on social media, because you also put a picture up yesterday of when you met not once but twice Joe Root.
Yeah, absolutely. Root is a good lad. He's a good blade. I played some cricket in my younger days, and had the pleasure of meeting Joe Root over in Abu Dhabi for a one-day international, where my sister lived in Dubai at the time, so it made sense to make the trip down there. And Trent Bridge, Nottingham, seen him a few times, and grow from the humble Yorkshire lad. Played his club cricket in Sheffield, of course, and now arguably the greatest batsman ever to represent England. Going to 200, and hopefully we're there to tomorrow we can seal the win against India in the cricket as well. But Joe's a big blade, and I'm sure that the first thing he does when he gets up tomorrow for the field of play, we're checking the result tonight.
Yeah, I think you're absolutely spot on. And while we got you on, Adam, we were talking earlier about no new signings, and is the Prince admitting defeat, or is long-term sustainability for the club more important? What are your thoughts on that?
It's an interesting one. I think Chris would have liked to have boosted the squad with a couple of players, probably a little bit of experience to sort of try and see us through. At the start of the month, we were looking dead and buried. A surprise win at Old Trafford, and then obviously beating West Brom. Newcastle has put us back in with a squeak, and it's only a small squeak. But we look at last year, the players. I read an article about Zivkovic and Retsos, the players that he brought in on loan last year, how it didn't work out. But we're 6 people on the subs bench again tonight. It's 3 light of what's available. There's nothing in midfield to anything go wrong. So it would be nice to see at least one loan signing in, just somebody, an extra body to be there. So long-term sustainability absolutely has to be, what we're looking for. Dare I mention Lingard goes to West Ham, scores 2 on debut. I mean, I'm not saying we're in a position to sort of spend that money on wages, but yeah, I definitely would have liked to have seen a couple of bodies in, particularly in midfield, to provide some competition, because the 3 that are in midfield, it doesn't matter how they perform, they're the only 3 that are available at the moment, unless Ben Osborne comes back into that middle 3. But I can't see that happening. But we'll see how we go. But yeah, a couple of more bodies would have been good to see. Yeah,
I think maybe it's a chance for some youngsters instead. Now we know we've got what we've got, and we work with what we've got. Nick, a question for you. What happens first? Rhian Brewster scores in the Premier League, or my dad works out how to subscribe to our YouTube channel?
Since I don't know your dad, I'm going to go for your dad subscribing to the Sheffield United way, because I can't see it, mate. I really can't see it. I think the only way he's going to score if someone puts one on an absolute sixpence for him in the 6-yard box, because his confidence seems rock bottom at the moment, and he's not getting much game time either. So I can't see it for a while anyway. But you never know. Hopefully today he comes on and grabs a goal. Would be very nice.
Adam, same question to you. Rhian Brewster score his first Premier League goal. What do you reckon? Could it happen tonight?
It could happen. I don't think it'll be tonight, but it could be on its way soon. He has looked a little bit more promising when he's come on. He has had a couple of shots and got in there. Would he have tucked away the chance that Billy Sharp scored against West Brom? Perhaps not. But the lad just needs a goal. I remember submitting a video when we signed him saying the fans not to get on his back if he doesn't score in his first 5 or 6 games, or 11 or 15, or however many that we're on now. But he's not had a good run inside. As a striker, he probably needs 3-4 games to be saying, look, you are going to play. And the FA Cup's an ideal opportunity to get him in the team and get that first goal on the board. Look what it did for Ollie Burke.
The thing is, though, with Brewster, he's not really showing anything else. So he's not particularly holding the ball up well. He's getting knocked about quite a bit. If you said to me, name 3 things that Brewster's done really well, I wouldn't be able to tell you one, I don't think. He had a few shots in the cup that went straight at the goalkeeper. That's it. I don't really know what else he's done to kind of even deserve a start. Like, you could say that Ollie Burke isn't great in front of goal. He has got a touch like an elephant sometimes, but he puts the defenders under so much pressure. He's showing why he deserves to start. Didsey obviously is. Sharp is scoring the goals. McBurney hasn't had a chance recently because he's been injured. So and he made a difference, McBurney, when he came on. Brewster's not making a difference when he comes on. That's the thing. But he is only young. He's got loads of potential. I think if we do go down, then Championship, that's his bag, and then he'll get the confidence. If he does score the goals, he'll get the confidence. We'll go back up, and then he'll be a better player for it.
Yeah, I completely agree with that. And Matthew says Brewster to score against Bristol Wednesday. Of course, that's Sheffield versus Bristol. We're all looking forward to that one. Nick, tell me about this. I'm too old, but Brewster's got a card. You seemed quite excited about that.
Very, very excited, and I'm sure loads of other people will be excited as well. I'm very much a FIFA man, not as much this season, but he's got a Future Stars card, which sometimes players get different colour cards and quite inflated cards if they've done something good. But Brewster hasn't. He's just got one because he's got the potential to be better. It's a long story. It's hard to explain over this.
Right.
It's good.
Adam, do you have a clue what these things are?
Not a clue.
Okay, good. Let's get back on terra firma then. Adam, give us some more stats ahead of tonight, because I know you're just brimming with them and you want to share them before we kick off.
Well, David McGoldrick being sub is slightly disappointing, because if David McGoldrick was starting, he could be the first player to score in his opening 3 Premier League games against Chelsea since Marcus Stewart achieved the feat in 2001.
Wow, I love that. I always had a soft spot for Marcus Stewart because he was the only player in the Premier League with my surname.
Yeah, there you go.
I have a quick question. McGoldrick, why do you think he's starting tonight?
Age. I think he's tired.
That's right.
Honestly, I think he's tired. I think he's probably going to come on for the second half, I would think, if it doesn't go our way. But I just think he needs a rest. And I think Chris Wilder gets use out of him in certain games. And I think it was getting the use out of him against West Brom was more crucial than what I call a bonus game tonight. West Brom was must win. This is a free shot. Nobody expects us to be.
Is it, Adam?
Tonight.
I know you're right there, but have we not, because of the poor start to the season, we've kind of not got any more free hits. We've given away our right to free hits because we lost games we should have won earlier in the season. So actually we need to now pick up points against all the teams we've got remaining because we're so far adrift. I was doing all the maths last night. I was working out how many games we were going to have to win. I got depressed. It's really, really difficult. Surely we've got to pick up at least a draw.
Yeah, I mean, we do need to pick up points where we can, but it's much better that we beat West Brom and perhaps don't win tonight than it would have been losing to West Brom and winning tonight. So I think you've got to look at it that way, and winning against our rivals is much more crucial. Yes, every point matters, but I would rather have David McGoldrick inside doing what he did against West Brom and having a rest tonight, ready to go again. I probably presume he'll be rested for the cup game and then go again against West Ham.
Well, Adam, don't hate me, but your connection isn't great, and so we won't keep you forever. But do give us some more of those stats because I know you've got more.
Yeah. So in the previous 9 Premier League games between Chelsea and Sheffield United, there's been 32 goals, which is 3.5 a game. So 0-0 tonight. On the back of that, then,
which is what I said on the match preview. It called it kind of tongue in cheek because we just don't seem to draw at home with Chelsea.
Yeah, and there's only ever been 1-0 draw between Sheffield United and Chelsea, and that was many years ago.
See what this guy? He knows everything. Nick, are you as bowled over and impressed as I am?
Oh God, yeah. And when you're gone, Adam, we need these in the comments as well. As many stats as you've got.
Fine.
Even if it's about different teams.
Yeah, well, I'll give you a couple on the referee tonight. So, interestingly, Andre Mariner, it's his second consecutive Chelsea game. He did the Chelsea game in midweek against Tottenham. And in 18 games so far this season, he's not shown a red card, just 53 yellow cards, which is quite low. And it's his third game at Bramall Lane this season. The Tottenham game he did, and Fulham, where he superbly used the screen. The first time I believe the screen was used at Bramall Lane for VAR to give that penalty. So more of the same. So quite a lucky omen is Andre Mariner. 3-3 against Manchester United last season as well. So the Tottenham game was the first game in 6 we've lost when he's been in the middle. So
I'll tell you what, I'm always bowled over by the amount of stuff, the amount of knowledge you have, the amount of research you do, Adam. It's fantastic. And Adam's also going to want one from you, Nick, before he leaves, which is what's he doing for Fans React?
Oh God, I forgot.
See his eyes, Adam. Do you see his eyes? He's just realised he hasn't told any of us what we're doing.
You'll see. It's a.
If you need me to fill, Nick, while you do some mad typing, that's absolutely fine.
I think that's a good idea.
But Adam, we're going to keep you on just for a little bit longer. I'm so sorry. When you watch it back, Adam, you'll hear what I mean with your microphone. Just not quite up to it yet. We're going to get you one. Don't worry, because we want you on regularly. We'll have to get that sorted. But Adam, I want your thoughts on today's game in terms of you've seen the lineup. We know the front two, the two Ollies, Burke and McBurney. Do you think that is a case of pacing behind Ollie Burke with that and McBurney to try and win flick-ons? Are we actually going to play that way?
I think McBurney's definitely playing to sort of rough up Chelsea. I think that's the plan. That's what Oliver McBurney does well. So hopefully he'll put himself about a bit. Ollie Burke with the pace in behind would be good. Is it going to happen? I don't know. I'd have gone with Mr. Sheffield United, Billy Sharp. He scored goals up front with McBurney. That would be my choice tonight if McGoldrick's having a rest. But I'm not Chris Wilder. Am I confident seeing that lineup? I'll not comment on the left wing back. I did call that in my lineup prediction, but Max Lowe and Ollie Norwood in the team, that's potentially weakening us quite significantly. It could be tricky, and I think a point would be a splendid result. But who knows? Maybe we can nick it, but we can't go and keep Chelsea quiet. If we try and keep them quiet for 90 minutes, that's not going to happen. So we've got to go and try and score a goal.
Okay, now you mentioned Max Lowe, and I think I know where you stand on Max Lowe, and not his neck or anything. I mean, if you were to have picked your own team for today, and you'd gone with your own choice of left wing back, I think the Blades only have 10 or 20 left wing backs on the books. We seem to have more goalkeepers and left wing backs than any other position, yet those have been the two struggling areas. So who would you have played at left wing back?
Well, I did call that Lowe was going to play, but I'd have gone with Osborne. I think it would have been a better, but how fit is he? Is he 100%? But Ben Osborne would have been a better choice. Max Lowe, unfortunately, he's not up to it. I was very worried when he came. I was worried when he came on against West Brom. I've got nothing against the lad. He tried hard, but he banged his head on his debut after about 12 minutes. And he's not been the same since. Because that first 12 minutes, I thought, he looks a really good player. So maybe he should bang his head again. Maybe that's like knock him back into form or something like that.
Friday sort of thing.
Adam, there's two things I've realised that we need actually. Yes, that, but also Nick in a pink shirt and you to be mascot Adam for every game because it's guaranteed a goal fest and a Blades win.
Yeah, and Brian Dean up front.
I'd be very happy with that. Certainly, I can't imagine that he'd have scored any less goals than Rhian Brewster this season. So yeah, Adam, thank you so much for joining us. We really appreciated you having a chat with us on the stream today. Thank you so much. Well, that was great of him, wasn't it? Giving us that kind of insight and some of the stats and facts that he just knows. He just plucks them out of thin air, some of them, and it's great.
He's just such a stat. I can't think of the word. What's the word? Statistician or something.
Easy for you to say. Yeah, that's why I went with stat man. So let's talk about Chelsea, Nick. We need to get the Chelsea lineup, of course, but the danger man for Chelsea. I was given a bit of a hard task on a Chelsea fan channel of trying to talk about Chelsea, so I'm going to throw it to you now.
Talk about Chelsea.
Yeah, talk to me about Chelsea. Their dangerous areas. Their star man. I'll give you the team just to make it a bit easier.
Go on,
they've gone with Mendy in goal, Azpilicueta, Christensen, Rudiger, and Reece James at the back. Then Jorginho had a terrible game against us when we beat them 3-0 last season. Kovacic, Chilwell, Mason Mount, and then it looks like two up front for Thomas Tuchel. He's gone with Werner and the most handsome man in football, Olivier Giroud.
Oh, God, I don't like playing against Giroud. Giroud could really bully our defence.
Really. We were right that no Thiago Silva. I also mentioned to you that Kai Havertz wasn't going to play. So on the bench, there's Kepa, Alonso, Zuma, who was rumoured to be out, but he's on the bench, Emerson, Kante, Harvey Gilmore, Ziyech, Hudson-Odoi, and top scorer Tammy Abraham.
Yeah, as long as we keep Ziyech away from the pitch tonight, we might be okay after the last game because he absolutely annihilated us. But hopefully we're going to be playing some better football than the last game against Chelsea. We played really, really well for the first 5-10 minutes. And then it almost felt like, right, we're 1-0 up now. Let's just see it out. And we just fell apart, completely fell apart. And I'm gutted to see Max Lowe at left back, if I'm honest, because he was terrible at Stamford Bridge. I'm a little bit worried about their two strikers, if I'm being completely honest, Giroud and Werner up front together. Werner's obviously a very, very good striker. He's obviously not scored too many goals in a Chelsea shirt. But Werner and we're kind of working off Giroud's knock-ons, it could be scary, that. It really could. Come on, Al. Come on, Al. Come on.
I think that Thomas Tuchel playing two up front, right?
I'm sorry, every time you say Thomas Tuchel, I laugh.
You like that?
It's a great name.
It is, yeah. I had no hand in that. I just think the Chelsea playing that kind of three that they've gone with, but it's really two wingers and a striker, and now they go two up front. Not fair. It's
not fair, but at the same time, if they're not used to playing a different style, then it could work in our hands quite nicely.
Yeah, Robert, our captain Kosa says Pulisic is busy watching the Super Bowl, hence not in the squad. Of course, the Super Bowl. So, Nick, we've got to talk about that. I know how excited you are for the Super Bowl. I've bought food. I've got snacks. I've had them in the house all day. So, obviously, I've already eaten them all. The game hasn't even started yet. I'll be in perfect prime position having watched this. I don't know which one's going to be more violent and have more hits and late tackles. But who do you think is going to win the Super Bowl?
Buccaneers.
Nice one. Okay, I wasn't even going to give you the two teams, so you reckon?
I heard him earlier on. I don't know who the other team is. I just remember Buccaneers, but I don't even know what state or city or whatever they're from.
Tampa Bay. I've actually been to Raymond James Stadium. I've stood on the turf and fired the cannon as well. So they're playing the Kansas City Chiefs.
What does fire the cannon mean?
Fire the cannon. That's not a euphemism. That's Spanish show. It's when they score a touchdown, which is when they get 6 points. They fire a cannon in a giant ship because they're the Buccaneers, like pirates. So why are pirates called pirates?
Because they are.
Because they are. That's my 3-year-old nephew's favourite joke.
And
so that's
well.
Yeah, it's quite good. It's quite good. He remembers it, and that's good enough for me. So thoughts as well, Chiefs. Okay, now we're getting Super Bowl predictions in the chat as well.
Can we not get Super Bowl predictions?
All right, fine. Please, if you've got any questions in the chat, pop them in. But Carl has said need to exploit Ben Chilwell. He's going to be feeling the pressure with Alonso ready to take his place permanently. Could bring a mistake. A lot of people I was seeing in the preview saying that could try and get in behind Chilwell. He's not looked that comfortable so far in his time in a Chelsea shirt. Maybe that's one of the reasons Ollie Burke has been thrown on, because he on the right hand side and Bogle exposing some of Chilwell's defensive frailties. That could be an area to exploit, Nick.
Definitely. Ollie Burke's always going to cause trouble for some defenders, always. But they have got two slightly pacier defenders than Thiago Silva. So I think they're in the best kind of state to kind of look after Ollie Burke, but he's always going to cause problems, always. And it would be nice for us to kind of look at. It feels like Wilder never looks at the other side and thinks, "Oh, we can do this and we can do this." It feels like we just play the same way every game. I don't know if you feel the same.
Yeah, absolutely. And I like this comment as well, which is Hal, tune in for you. I'm a Chelsea supporter. Thanks, Logan. That the way this will work is tune in for Hal, stay for Nick.
Exactly. But I think only Sheffield United fans like me because everybody else can't tell what I'm saying.
I don't even think Sheffield United fans like you. Right, let's get some score predictions. So we've done ours on the match preview. Still time to watch that. You'll have to be very quick. So I want your score predictions, please, in the chat. What do you think is going to happen today? Brandon has kicked things off for us. A 2.1 is what's going to happen today. Burke, Sharp, and Chilwell. So, I'll be absolutely overjoyed with that. But at the same time, why, as Blades, can we, and I don't think it's going to happen today by any stretch, why can we never have a comfortable 3-0 lead at half-time and just enjoy a second half? Even with our wins this season, it's been nail-biting right down to the end.
Yeah, I don't think we've ever been anywhere near that this season, have we? The last one I remember was Burnley last season. That was brilliant, and I was absolutely smashed. I'd gone out before that, and drank a lot of alcohol. I think England were playing rugby, and I went to Walkabout to watch it, and I turned up, and everyone round me was just like giving me daggers because I was just like, oh, constantly all the way through. So I don't really remember much of the game, but at least in the second half, we could sit back, we were 3-0 up, coasting. Yeah.
Having a look at some of those predictions coming in. It's, by the way, going to be myself and Nick. If you are just joining us doing the watch along for today, do smash a like. It would really help us. We need to try and get to 1,000 likes. That'd be wonderful. Do share as well and tell other people about it so we can get as many people watching as possible. It's only the second really proper watch along we've done this season. But yeah, really liking a lot of the positivity that we're seeing with predictions. When I was doing this Chelsea channel yesterday, it was... well, first of all, they called us Sheffield the whole way through, which really annoys me. But secondly, they weren't giving us a prayer. And I think that's, the 3 times that we've played them in these 2 seasons in the Premier League, they've only beaten us once. So I do think there's a lot of, I wouldn't say overconfidence from Chelsea, because, of course, whilst football isn't played on paper, they should win. But it is disrespect. It's complete disrespect. They haven't even bothered to learn our name.
Exactly. But anyway, let's go and show them why we're staying up.
Yeah, I mean, let's get on to that then, Nick. Serious question. We are watching live, by the way. Nick and I are going to be on exactly the same time. So if you're watching it on the telly, we're all going to be on the same time. No one needs to pause. It's fantastic. Serious question, Nick. Let's get serious now. No more messing about. All right. We had our fun earlier. That was a lot of leg. Are we staying up?
Don't worry.
Are you wearing shorts?
Yeah, I'm in the house.
It's -9. I haven't got the heating on
because I'm outside the house right now.
Right, I'm properly northern. So I mean, you might still live in the north, but I have retained my northern roots, and the heating is not going on. I am absolutely freezing, and I can't even feel my feet. I've actually got this thing called Raynaud's disease, which is where when you get cold, your extremities go white, and I've got that at the moment on my feet. So if I was to stand up, I'd just fall over.
Ugh.
Yeah. Anyway, a bit like Patrick Mahomes, of course, in that game against. Actually, it doesn't matter. We don't talk about the Super Bowl. We are asking you: do you think we can stay up realistically?
Realistically, yes or no. Really, realistically, we can. It's possible, but I would have liked it to be more in our hands than in everybody else's. Because I've been saying for a long time, let's just concentrate on our results. And then the others will take care of themselves. Well, that's not the case. They're not taking care of themselves because Liverpool are losing to bloody everybody, giving us no hope whatsoever. Newcastle are winning now, and Newcastle were terrible. So everybody's picking points up around us, which is really frustrating because that doesn't happen a lot in the Premier League. And everybody recently have picked up more than 1 point, and it's really annoying. Can't somebody just go on a really, really bad run? Please.
That's what we've got to hope for. We've absolutely, unfortunately, whilst I'd love to say, it's all in our own hands, and yet all we can do is keep getting good results, and we've done that recently, but we are relying on another team to fall like a stone. And I think the question is, who's that other team? You'd have said Newcastle before they picked up wins. You'd have said Burnley. You'd have said Brighton. It's looking really tough now.
I think Burnley and Newcastle possibly the only team who's got to look. I think Brighton are going to be too good. They've hit a bit of form. I think Burnley have hit a little bit of, they beat Liverpool. They got a draw against Brighton. I think they're picking up points. We've got Robert.
Hey.
Ohio. For those that haven't heard from Robert before, he is from America. As you know, I love a good Yank. He is from Ohio, which is Japanese for good morning. And Robert, am I right? I said this on the last stream that Ohio is where the potatoes come from. Is that true?
Close with the word, but not the location. So it's actually Idaho, where my wife actually lived for a few years. But that's way out west versus the Midwest Ohio near the Great Lakes. So
yeah, the Idaho potato. Of course, it all kind of rhymes. It's a bit of a loose rhyme. It's as bad a rhyme as Swansea and McBurney.
Yeah, that's yep.
Which, of course, is his song. We need a song for Jaden Bogle. Thanks very much to Ruben, who tagged myself and Nick in his song, which he sent to us earlier. Nick, have you had a chance to listen to that yet, mate?
No, I've not listened to it. Do you want me to play it?
Live. There's no swears, so yeah, I'm absolutely fine with that. If you can figure that out.
I saw it just as I was coming out here. I didn't have a chance. Right, okay. So, you ready?
You might need to write the lyrics down so you don't forget any of them, all right? It's quite convoluted.
Okay. This is what it looks like. It's got Jaden Bogle's lovely face on there.
I actually was hoping to see Ruben's lovely face.
Okay, Hal, calm down.
Jaden Bogle. Jaden Bogle. Jaden Bogle.
Oh, that's it.
Whoa! What do you mean that's it? Robert, initial thoughts. Give me your instant.
I am not well versed in what makes a cheer good or bad, but I enjoy it. It's simple, it's easy, it's catchy. You can make that last the whole game if you wanted to. You could give us just a little 5-second clip whenever he touches the ball. I'm happy with it.
I mean, if it's got Lucky Robert's seal of approval, that's good enough for me. I mean, there's been a lot of shouts, Nick, for one that I'm going to put on screen.
Walking in a Bogle Wonderland.
No. Bogle Wonderland. Earth, Wind, and you're going with a Christmas song. Am I right, or is Nick right?
It came to mind when I saw that on the screen.
My instinct is the Earth, Wind, and Fire, Bogle Wonderland. Get that disco going.
Yeah, well, there's the review, Ruben, from James, for your efforts there. Thank you very much.
So, just before the match, I'm going to go and have a look for the pink shirt.
You better. More. So it's myself and Robert. Don't worry, we'll be absolutely fine. And just to confirm, no Earth, Wind, and Fire. Well, that doesn't actually confirm either way, does it? No Earth, Wind, and Fire, as in, no, it's not Earth, Wind, and Fire. Or are you saying, no, Nick, it's Earth, Wind, and Fire? Anyway, very confusing. Robert, for those that haven't seen you on here before, do you want us to explain that we did one of these before and you were good luck?
Yeah, it was the last match against West Brom. Poor first half finishing, I would say. We played pretty well in the first half, and then I hopped on halftime. I can't take all the credit. I think Nick switching his shirt around. I had my mug of nice Yorkshire tea gold, so I'll take credit for that, I guess. But yeah, I think actually I was just looking back, and I found it in a grocery store. Like middle of January, and that's when we've gone on this really amazing run of form. So I honestly think it's that, getting some proper tea in the house.
Well, I love that. I love the fact that you're good luck. I also love the fact we have fans from all over the world now. It's something that just brings so much joy to me. So for those that missed it, Robert has been a Blades fan for a number of years, and he first got into us playing Football Manager. He really knows his stuff. And as you can see on the comment from Billy Sharp himself, that's so nice of you to join us. Bill, can I call you Bill? I'm going 2-0 Blades, or as Robert would say, 2-. Robert, I love your view in the fans' reaction. Now, Robert, that's nice to hear, isn't it? Because you do fans react every week. Tell us, people who haven't seen that, what it's all about.
Yeah, so basically, it's been a fun thing we've gotten to do this season so far. Basically, a group of us giving our opinions, different parts of the game, first half, second half, some positives, negatives. And then my favorite section to do is the where do we go from here, given that outlook on the next game, maybe some tactical changes Wilder can take, or just, player personnel choices that might improve the team, or we saw something really good. Hey, let's keep pushing it forward. But obviously, we try to rotate around, get different perspectives in the different sections of the video. And I think recently it's been really fun to have, we'll call it guest stars, in the ratings section, giving out player ratings every week, and that's been a lot of fun to hear.
Yeah, you can blame me for the guest stars. They've just mostly been my mates, and we have another one doing the ratings later on. So after the game today, we record straight after the match, don't we? Usually on full time. Then you have to wait 24 hours to actually see it to fruition.
Exactly. Yeah, I try to take a moment, gather my thoughts, see what the social media says, so I don't say anything too crazy. But yeah, no, it's usually most of the comments age well a day late. Sometimes it's I think one of them, I made a comment, and then all of a sudden we had an injury announced the next day, and I'm like, well, that comment's trash now.
Yeah. Now, can you do what Shoreham Viewers asked for you to do? Robert, say Space Ghetto. It will sound like a Scot saying Spice Girl. I've never heard that before. And also, the review of the pre-match stream, he says, is it kickoff time yet?
That's say Space Ghetto.
I mean, that sounded like Space Ghetto to me.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm not good at accents. I won't even try to sound Scottish or anything like that. It's going to get real offensive if I try.
Well, you're very good at the American accent. You've absolutely nailed that, mate. Absolutely nailed it. In Good Nick is back. Looking in good, Nick. You're looking in pretty in pink.
I am, and I've got a McFlurry as well. Oi, oi.
Okay.
Very nice.
Good to have you back, Nick, and your front. Thanks to all of those that have been involved here in the chat. I'm trying to do 6 or 7 things at once with very little help from anyone else at the moment. So do appreciate that. Michael Lucas has said outsider here, but impressed with this channel. Hal comes across really good. He should be presenting on the Big British Castle, which of course is what BBC stands for. Robert, you won't be familiar with the BBC. It is an institution here which we are forced to pay for, whether we wish to subscribe to the channel or not. It's very much a Dickensian way.
There's an American, BBC America. They show Doctor Who and stuff. So
and good point from Adam. If I was on the BBC, I'd have to say other ice creams are also available. With Nick blatantly promoting McDonald's on the channel. They are not our sponsors. In fact, if you would like to sponsor the channel, do get in touch on social media. All the details are at Sheff United Way on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. And while we're on that, Nick, I would just like to take this up. No, you're eating. Fine, I'll continue. Didn't need to see that. That was more McFlurry than tongue. Actually, I'll show you something, right, guys? So I've done myself a mischief. I've sliced the top of my thumb with a knife. I was cutting through well, Robert, you'll be familiar with this. I was cutting through a bagel.
Ooh.
Yeah, exactly. That's American.
Dangerous.
And exactly, right. With a new knife, my wife has purchased some new knives, and I was distracted by a precocious sparrow that I saw in the window, and I just sliced straight through the top of my finger.
Yeah. Yeah. Dangerous pastime there, eating bagels.
Absolutely. I was wondering, Nick, if you could share, if people do have a look at us on Instagram, what they will be treated to now, thanks to a new addition who's been working behind the scenes.
What? What are they going
Oh, don't worry, I'll take over. Bobby, wonderful Bobby. I wanted to give him another mention, who's been making graphics for us. And if you want to see the work that Bobby's been doing, for example, a happy birthday wish to Brian Dean today, which is lovely. Dino himself has liked it, which is as good as it gets, really, in this game. So that means a lot. So I just wondered, Nick, if you wanted to praise Bobby, but if you're busy thinking, that's fine.
No, absolutely. And what I was going to do was, no, that's not it. What I was going to do was, let's see if I can do it. You ready? Excited? No? Okay, never mind.
What are you doing?
There it is.
Can you see it?
Oh, look at that! He is on the case.
If you can't really see it, but
by the way, mankind saying Jaden Bagel has made my day.
Oh, that's great. But yeah, this is all what Bobby's been doing recently. Bobby's absolutely smashed it. Happy birthday, Billy Sharp. Happy birthday, Brian Dean. Stuff that you love to see. I really loved this one. Can you see that? What I'm hovering over.
Yes. Yeah. Sorry, I'll help. Yep.
Yeah.
Robert, really you can see, right?
I can see it. Yeah. I've got it pulled up on the phone too. So.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah,
they're actually really, really good. So definitely everybody should go check it out.
So if you want to go and follow us on
I'm excited. Robert was. He's got it pulled up. He said. So that's really how good the graphics are. A testament to Bobby's work at Sheff United Way, as Nick quite rightly says. So Robert, before we get straight into the game, do you want to give us your thoughts on the match, and then we'll let you escape and enjoy?
Yeah, I think Low on the left, got to watch out. He looked a little bit better against West Brom. I think the fact that he can cross it with the correct foot is positive. And the fact that we have Osborne on the bench, probably a fitness decision there not to start him over Low. But I think worst case scenario, we can bring him on in that left wing back spot. And as for the striker pair, it had to be Burke. I think Didsy getting the rest is probably an okay decision. And I think McBurney played well when he came on against West Brom in the second half. So hopefully the two of them can link it up well, get a couple goals first half. And like you said, easy second half. Let's make it easy for ourselves.
All right, give us a score prediction while Nick shows us that mug, which I believe you can still purchase. Is that right, Nick?
It is right down there.
Yeah.
Nice.
I threw mine in the chat a little bit ago. 1-1. I think Burke's going to get his league goal tally going, and I'm not going to try to guess who's going to score for Chelsea, but we're gonna go above West Brom today. That's the prediction. Whether it's a draw or a win, we're going above.
Who cares about Chelsea? Now, that the way this is going to work, this is a watch along. So just to make it clear, we are not streaming the game. We are going to be offering an alternative commentary, if you will, to proceedings. Now, Chelsea line up with Mendy in goal, as Pilaqueta, Christensen and Rudiger in a back three. Then they have James, Jorginho, Kovacic and Chilwell across the middle. Werner, Giroud, very much the attacking threat with Mason Mount as well, just playing off them. So really dangerous to see two out-and-out strikers for Chelsea.
Can I just say one thing? If everybody's watching it just now, do you know when they do the Celtic scrum, when they're all like that, huddle?
Yeah.
Ollie McBurney always stands up really tall. I've always wondered why he does that.
Because he's a Rangers fan, and it's a Celtic thing, the huddle.
Is that a guess?
No, that's the answer. And Fleck doesn't do it either. Yeah.
Pardon, say that again. Fleck doesn't.
Fleck doesn't. He stands up as well.
You just can't tell because Fleck's so much shorter.
Yeah.
I am not involved in any height jokes. When you all meet me, that'll become very apparent. I'm stood up right now.
All right. Well, I'll leave you guys to the call on the game. I'll be in and out of the chat. So if you guys have more questions and stuff, I'll try to push those. I've got that special moderator status. Try to use that carefully.
Yeah, do that because it was anarchy last time. It was anarchy. So Robert's in charge. So behave yourselves. Right, we've kicked off. See you, Robert. He's gone. I didn't even let him say goodbye. Bye. Right, we have just begun. So, Nick, I won't be leading so much on the commentary. We're very much going to sort of like a new girlfriend. We're just going to kind of feel our way around this one and figure out who's going to dominate. So,
well, we're already on the attack anyway with McBurn.
Have you got the sound on for the game?
Yeah.
Blades on the attack. Shot. Oh!
That is a miss.
That is the
big miss.
That might be the best chance of the game in the first 30 seconds. McBurney linking up with Ollie Burke, and he has gone near post. I mean, schoolyard football, you go across the face. Nick, talk me through it.
Yeah, and it's not that close, is it really? It is a bit.
You see it again, it's a bad miss.
It should be hitting the target from there, mate.
It's a bad miss, Burke in there, and you don't know if the Blades are going to get, because it's Chelsea, chances like that are not going to, I don't think, fall readily.
No, I agree.
Here's a thought for you, right? Because they would have played out the same way. Billy Sharp on the end of that, what happens?
I don't know. It's a bit slower in there, so it would have taken a lot longer to get closer to the goal.
He'd have got there now.
He'd have got it on target. I'll tell you that for free. No money involved.
So are you going to keep the commentary on? Is that the way we're rolling with this?
I'll turn it down slightly.
So you don't want to listen to me?
Yeah, well, we're chatting. I need to go and get my earphones in a second.
Right. What a pro. So Chelsea just playing it around at the back, looking to bring it over halfway. They're on this left-hand side. Rudiger is the one who's in possession now. Nick, I'm going to need your help, as I did with Robert before, because I have a terrible seating setup where my TV is miles away from, crucially, my eyes. So I find it very hard to tell who's who when it's the opposition. I'm usually pretty good with our lads, but you can help me out because you've got a bigger telly.
Of course, and it's right in front of my face.
If you see Nick's telly, you'd say someone's doing well.
I don't know when you've seen my telly, to be perfectly honest.
Well, there was that time around Christmas that you don't know about.
Oh, right, okay, yeah, that time.
Lovely kitchen as well. I like how the work service has been distressed. Chelsea just playing it out from the back. We're 2 minutes 30, if you're wondering what time we're on. And Chelsea are into the box. Chance to play it in. Going to be a corner. Basham arriving and blocking. It was Timo Werner who was looking to find a strike partner and cross it in. It was blocked by Bash, and they've won the first corner of the game. We're on 2:45. That's how bad my eyesight is. Having to actually read time has proven to be difficult.
Did that come back off Werner?
Well, I saw it first time, it looked like a corner. Second time, it looked like it hit Werner, but it's given us a corner and it's taken near post. Could have been cleared better than that.
Yeah. It could have been pinged away, some might say.
Yeah, my good mate Ian. Ian, thank you so much for joining, buddy. Why are Chelsea in white and we are in mostly white? Yeah, it's a good question, isn't it? They're in a kind of a white and light blue. I mean, they could easily be wearing their home shirt, as they have in the past when visiting beautiful downtown Bramall Lane. Mount's going to whip this in from the right-hand side. It's a better corner. And again, Blades heads.
Oh, well done, Bash. Well done. Never say die, Bash.
Bash just forcing it out for a Chelsea throw on the right-hand side there, sort of right next to where they took the corner from. If you're not able to get this on in front of you, if you're on a stream, if you're watching on telly, do let us know how you're watching. And also, if you find the fact that we're in real time annoying, if you'd rather we were in a delay, you can let us know that. And also tell Nick to turn the telly on mute. That'd be great. Just pop it in the chat. You don't have to do that. You don't have to put it on mute. I'm only
It's not on mute. Don't worry about that. It's not on mute.
Right, we're on
slightly further down.
Slightly further down. We are on 4 minutes 16, by the way. Lise Mousset's birthday tomorrow. We'll have a special graphic released for that, which you'll be able to see in the morning. Ball pumped forward. Brammers needs a big game today, Nick.
He does, definitely. Let's hope he doesn't need a big game, though. Shall we just
Yeah,
say
absolutely.
That? Shall we just say that? Hopefully.
Let's hope so. Yeah.
He doesn't have too much to do.
If you want to be part of our super chat, that would be fantastic. Otherwise, just let us know your comments as the game goes. Blades on the left-hand side, looking to try and get the ball in. Fleck, not able to. Not able. I think he was just ushered out, wasn't he, by the Chelsea defender and pushed towards that byline, and it's gone out for a goal kick. And McFlurry is still on that. McFlurry, you've made that last. You get your money's worth, Nick. I respect that. You put ice cream in front of me, it's gone in a flash.
I'm trying to help you out here. That's why I'm not eating it every 2 seconds. We've done well, if we're keeping him in their half.
Adam has said Musa will get injured eating birthday cake. We hope not. Do let us know if you want us to be slightly delayed, but we'd love to be able to let you see the game, but we'd be in trouble if we did that. So we can't, unfortunately, for all those asking why we're not streaming the game. But we do appreciate you joining us. We're doing our best to keep you updated as Chelsea bring the ball forward over halfway. It's a looped ball over the top. Ramsdale's going to have to come out. It would be going in, but it is cleared by that man.
Well, just as we were saying about Ramsdale, he was, shall I go, shall I not, shall I go, shall I not? There you go, he's out, he's not, he's out, he's not. Well done, Bash.
Nick, did Ramsdale make the right call?
Pardon?
Did Ramsdale make the right call there coming out?
Yes, but he should have come out early. He should come out very, very early.
I think he forced, because he came out so early, he forced the Chelsea striker to have to take a shot far earlier than he would have done. So I agree. I think Basham made the right call there. And I'm not sure if it was going in, but brilliant play from Basham to put it out for a corner. And Egan, he is holding his head. He seems to be absolutely fine now. Chelsea have a corner on the left-hand side. It's going to be an outswinger. It's going to be right across the face. And if that had fallen to a Chelsea man, it could have gone anywhere. But now John Lundstram will bring it forward over halfway, lightning pace. For some reason, he's just discovered that gear. And Ollie Burke not able to show a trick and get past his man. Lundstram wants a free kick. He looks at the referee and nothing doing. Mason Mount there. A grimace to his face as Chelsea have returned and retained possession, bringing it out from their own half.
He should have gone inside there. He was never going to be in for pace, let's be honest.
You know, you'd expect Burke to have had a little bit more about him there. You know, the thing he is tricky because, of course, he was trained as a winger, and that's what you are as a winger. You're always a tricky winger. McFlurry, what flavour did he get?
Caramel.
Oh, what a great shout. Great shout.
Caramel.
Salted caramel. I don't know who decided to put salt in caramel, but they made a very good decision. Chelsea on the right-hand side playing it in about this back three. They are starting again, as you always say when you're playing football yourself. And Chelsea, if you're wondering, have not really tested the keeper, but had 3 corners, I believe, already, and looked slightly the more dangerous despite the best chance falling to Ollie Burke in the first 30 seconds. Blades on halfway.
Good turn, Flecker. He's got no one to pass it to, though, has he? No one to pass
Absolutely.
it to.
You're right, Nick. No options, but the referee has given a... Nick, was that a free kick or did Fleck play for that?
I think I'd need to see it again. Here it is.
Great turn from Flecky. That's world class. World class. It's not a foul, is it? It's Christensen and Fleck.
Yeah, I don't know if Christensen got anything on the ball, but he went down very easily, didn't he? But who cares? It happens against us all the time, so why can't
Listen, mate, if any team is deserving some luck, I'll take you back to Aston Villa and John Egan's red. I'll take you back to Arsenal and Burke's shirt being pulled by David Luiz.
Did you see Salah in the last game where he got his arm slightly touched and he went down, grabbed a little bit? David Luiz pulls his shirt and that's fine. But
yeah, do you think that's a big team, slightly less big team?
Possibly. Or a referee mistake that VAR didn't do anything about?
Free kick, 3 over it.
Back stick. It's not enough on it.
Oh, cleared by Chelsea. If they had a tiny bit more on that, there was dangerous players in dangerous positions. Then a poor ball played forward and Blades will concede possession there with a throw into Chelsea on that right-hand side as the Blades attack right by the corner flag.
Can I just quickly say, do you know if all the fans were in the stadium right now, every time Bogle would get the ball, everyone would be shouting, shoo.
Yeah, that's true.
From defence.
Jaden Primeball Bockus Bogle, we still need a song for him. And I mean that after having heard Rubens. Throw into the blades, just 20 yards or so beyond the halfway line on this left-hand side. United slightly more possession now than Chelsea. Good into passing, looking to link up on that right-hand side and try and get across him, but it's coming inside. Oh, and it's an overcooked pass there when there was 4 men in the box, and it's Ollie McBurney who's just maybe a bit rusty.
I love how somebody's put goal Sheffield and the fact that we are up with time. So
Ahmad, if you're gonna post stuff like that, make it in the super chat, mate.
Oh, I've done that again. There we go.
Thanks to all of you joining us. Thanks to all of those commenting. It's great to see so many numbers. Do smash a like. It really does make a difference to help promote this channel to other people. It's Max Lowe looking to get on the end of that on the left-hand side. He can't. Chelsea will clear, and that's a kind of loose ball in the middle.
Yeah, Basham just flies out, doesn't he? Like his life depends on it when there's a loose ball.
Basham, our representative on the pitch. It might not be the most technically gifted, but boy, does he put his all in. Cross comes in from the right-hand side. It's going to be kept alive, you'd say, Nick.
Yeah, definitely. And Ho's putting the ball in. That's a great ball.
Oh. Chested down. Hit it. That's a penalty. A blatant penalty, surely. He's given it. On 12 minutes, the Blades have a penalty hauled down. Of course, it'll be reviewed by VAR. Nick,
I don't like thinking about what they're going to do, because if Basham doesn't get touched here...
Oh, he's offside. He's offside.
That is typical us, that, isn't it?
Oh, he's offside. VAR will look at this again, and it will not count. It will not.
So typical Sheffield United, that, because I think he did catch him here.
Let's see. Anyway, it's a penalty. I mean,
it's a penalty.
It would be a pen, but we're not saying it is a penalty. VAR will look at this. Unfortunately, they will say it's offside because you can score with your foot, and I believe the foot is about offside there. It's not a lot, but I think that's offside. Nick, your thoughts?
It was. But then that camera angle that they just showed looked a bit dodgy. Like they'd done the lines and his foot was obviously over it, but it didn't look straight. Yeah,
he's given offside. Who would have taken that penalty in your opinion, Nick? No Billy Sharp, no Didsey.
Ollie Norwood.
Ollie Norwood.
Times, haven't they?
He missed a penalty on his Blades debut, of course, taking us back.
He did, but he scored a couple since. I remember him scoring against Watford. And I'm trying to think who else he scored against. Scored last season, didn't? Oh no, that was it. Yeah, he scored against Watford last season, I think it was.
Yeah. Todd asking, was it a pen? I mean, it was, but offside, so wasn't going to happen. Kingslayer, make it a super chat if it's about Chelsea. I heard Eden Hazard is coming back to Chelsea. Is that true? What do you think? Don't care. So we are on 12 minutes 51.
We want Chelsea fans on as well, though. We do.
Nick wants Chelsea fans on, so that's his opinion. 13 minutes exactly is where we're up to. If you're trying to follow along with us, we are not streaming the game for those asking. We are just providing colour commentary, and Nick is providing a beautiful salted caramel McFlurry. Now Chelsea passing around in their own goal mouth with Mendy. That was nervy stuff, Nick.
It was, but yeah, let's do more of that. Let's get on top of them. Rammers, kick it, man.
Rammers, what was he playing out there? A back pass that was slightly undercooked.
Yeah. Well, what is going on? This is like a Sunday League game at the moment. It looked like Christensen went to head it and then stopped and then chested it.
You're spot on. Blades on top if you are just joining. And that looked a good tackle, Nick. Talk me through it.
He just chucked him to the floor, didn't he, really?
Mason Mount on 14 minutes, felt something from behind and threw himself down to the ground. Didn't look like a free kick. Referee already giving a few soft free kicks. The Blades had one earlier. We are, I believe, trying to be fair in our surmising of this game, which is 15 minutes old, 0-0. In fact, I'll put that on screen and get rid of our ticker. So there you go. It's all happening. Wasn't a foul, says Ian, cheating Chelsea. Yeah, definitely not. Blades trying to keep Chelsea pegged back, but they are now on this right-hand side, looking to get a ball into the box. They've got a number of men forward. I don't like this kit that they've chosen to wear today. I'm finding it with my dreadful eyesight extremely confusing. So on this right now, looking to get men into the box. The Blades have so many back. A wonderful challenge. But Chelsea get it back, and then it's one back again, and then given away again. It's like Nick said, it's Sunday League at times.
It is. It's poor. It's really poor up to now. But did you notice that their only attempt, only attempt up to now has been one of them long balls over the top that we always struggle with.
Yeah.
And you think at home was the big one, time after time over the top.
You think if the Chelsea had watched and done their scouting, which I'm sure they have, they've already played one ball over the top. Ramos came out early. The second time Ramos was indecisive was a back pass from his own player, and that could have been from nothing, something.
Hal, are you ready for this one? I know you don't look at the Instagram. I don't even know if you have the Instagram account, but are you ready for this one? This is live right now.
Is that Brian Dean has just shared our image on Instagram?
He just said thank you.
Oh, Dino, absolutely fantastic. And at exactly the same time as Black Jack says, get Brian Dean on. I absolutely love that. Right, Chelsea going to cross that ball in. It's there's no one there to meet it from that left-hand side. Real danger here, though. Great challenge.
Keen Brian, absolutely.
Keen Brian. And then sloppy at the back from Max Lowe. Really poor defending. He's given the ball straight back to Chelsea. That was amateur hour from Max Lowe, playing like he's playing at Stamford Bridge. It's so nerve-wracking that Nick only has time for one bite of the McFlurry. We're on 17 minutes. Chelsea keeping possession. It's really busy in that centre. And that's where they try and pass it. Looked like he was claiming a foul again, but referee says play on, and then Ollie Burke can't bring it away. He's tackled almost instantly.
Too many men around him, weren't there? He didn't have anywhere to go, really, there.
I've watched plenty of videos on the internet where there's just too many men around and someone goes down. And that definitely is a foul. A free kick on 17 minutes. Going to be the first booking as well, Nick.
Yeah, it is. He definitely needed to bring him down there because he were flying through and Basham weren't going to get there.
Joel, bigger question. Why do you have a Man United picture? Let's sort that out. So Basham picks up his second booking of the season.
It's half the season, though, isn't it? Don't they get wiped?
Yeah, they get wiped at a certain point. Not lucky enough for John Egan, of course, who missed the Manchester United game. Although didn't matter in the end. Blades, if you are just joining us late, beat Manchester United by 2-1. Right, free kick on the left-hand side to Chelsea, who are wearing light blue with a bit of white. 18 minutes. Oh, it's dangerous. It's real danger. It's not met well at all by Azpilicueta.
It looked like we were playing they're offside anyway, I think. Just about. It looked like we were playing zonal marking then because Christensen was stood all on his own, and I'm like, who's not marking him?
Yeah, that was the Rafa Benitez school of marking. It's kick long, looking for the runner of Burke, who does really well to just nod it down to Ollie McBurney. Burke's going to have a very ambitious shot from the left on his right.
He loves that, doesn't he? He loves coming in from that left-hand side and trying to curl it himself. One will go in. One of these days, one will go in. But definitely not that time.
Joel, if it's... I couldn't tell it was Rashford. Rashford's a legend. You can keep that, buddy. He's an idol and well worth being someone's idol, a wonderful human being. You don't need to change it on my account, but thank you for telling me. That's the reason we ask. Shots at the moment on screen of the season-long loan signing Ethan Ampadu. We put a rather amusing picture of Ethan Ampadu on our social media, which was just Ethan Ampadu with a beard. Right, poor kick out from Mendy. We're on 18:43. It's a throw-in to the Blades.
Yeah, he's going backwards. I hate it when we go backwards. Why do we do that?
Always going backwards. From your own throw, 10 yards away from the corner flag on the right-hand side, why end up back with the goalkeeper? Chelsea now, of course, possession.
I think I'd rather try and just stick it in the box and lose it than go back and back and back and back, because Ramsdale ends up kicking it long anyway, and they pretty much get it back.
Nick, a good question. Did you prefer it particularly in League One. You remember Hendo used to kick it out to either Freeman or Lafferty, or roll it out.
Yeah, definitely.
You're in a delay there, would you? Your mind-to-mouth connection. We are loving having so many of you in the chat at the moment. For those asking who's on top, Nick, what would you say?
I'd say us, if I'm honest. I think we've had more chances. We've had the ball in their half more, it seems. Chelsea had a bit more of the ball. They've not done a great deal with it. As I'm just saying this, Basham just about gets a foot in there. Are you
giving away down the right hand side? Are you worried now with our rock at the back, our Mr. Reliable, our representative on the pitch, Chris Bashenbauer, on a yellow card?
No, I think Basham's. Hopefully, this doesn't come back to bite me, but I think Basham's all right. I think he's gonna make sure he doesn't give away another daft booking. Well done, Max Lowe.
Was it? I think Max Lowe managed to get himself in a bit of a meal of that, but he does come away with it.
Brilliant.
He's just slightly understeered that. But Max Lowe trying to bring the ball out and find the strike, the lone striker, as it occasionally looks like, with either Burke or McBurney coming deep. And as it stands, we are 19th. That's how the live table looks. Thanks very much to our Fans React, Adam Wilson. Timo Werner, shots of him there, the number 11. Hasn't scored 11 goals, of course. He'd have very much liked that. Tammy Abraham, the man who has.
That's really poor, though. That 0 goals in 900 minutes. Crazy. Especially when you're playing for a team like Chelsea who create so many chances.
Ian said that Max Lowe actually did well there. Yes, it did happen. A rarity against Chelsea for poor Max, who had a bad game at Stamford Bridge. He'd be the first to admit that. He needs a good game tonight.
Yeah, and he started off really well, in all honesty.
So what do you make of the first half so far? We've got to that 20-minute mark. I always think that's a golden mark when you're trying not to get beaten by a team that should beat you. And Chelsea, of course, on paper should.
Looking at this game, I wouldn't say that we look like a 20th place team and they are Chelsea. I would say this looks quite 50-50, really.
Yeah, Kodachi doesn't agree with you. His thoughts on the Blades and our performances this season. Thank you very much for joining us.
Well,
it is
if we won today, then wouldn't it? If we're a disgrace to the Premier League.
Ball flicked on this right-hand side. Blades trying to get something going, and it's all quite bunched up there, but Chelsea able to come away with it, and they go again from the centre circle.
Who would like to see us get Brian Dean on a podcast, by the way? Let us know, because we've definitely been given an in there. Now we can message Brian Dean.
I've interviewed Dino before for work, and he was lovely. Told us all about training camp with the army under Dave Bassett and how scared they were, and the fact someone shot off a tank. Anyway, story for another day. Chelsea getting forward now, but a misplaced pass, and the Blades can try and break with Ollie McBurney. That's a good pass.
Oh, Burke, you beautiful boy.
It's great skill to keep possession as Chelsea players marauding forward and looking to take the ball off Burke, and then it's passed down this right-hand side, and then it's overplayed, and that final ball.
We've not seen much of Bogle in this game up to now, have we?
You're right. This is the quietest I've seen Jayden Bogle since he wasn't even on the bench at the start of the season.
I know. Maybe it's because they're trying to attack down Max Lowe's left after the last time we played him.
I think you could be right. In the last 2 games, we've seen oppositions attack down the left-hand side for different reasons. Today, it's because Max Lowe, they think, is not good at professional football. And the previous 2, it was because we were playing Bogle out of position.
Yeah, definitely. I think we'll be talking a lot about Lowe's left today. And hopefully he can carry on playing as well as what he has done up to now. Yeah,
he started well. We're going to be fair where we can. And Nick, what's the latest on the McFlurry? There's lots of people want to know.
Tiny little bit left, don't worry.
He's done really well. I wasn't clever enough to think of food. Lovely touches here from the Blades, and then kind of over-elaborate opportunity there to pass it out onto that right-hand side, and Chelsea will win the ball back. They're in the middle. It's bunched up, though, isn't it, with that kind of midfield 5 of Chelsea and 3 of ours. It's like table football.
Yeah, there's not a great deal to talk about at the moment, is it? It's very cagey.
Very cagey.
We look like we're trying to catch them on the break which we've done up to now. We've caught them on the break a couple of times, and we've nearly caught them on the break a couple of times. So, yeah, Chelsea need to put their ideas up here.
I don't mind if they don't, mate.
No, I know. From a Chelsea point of view, I'm trying to be unbiased right now.
Chelsea, though, now on the attack. It looks like a possible offside. Some nice skill in the box, but the Blades will get it clear, and it is offside.
Great defending, though, mate. We were bunched up there trying to be as tight as possible. It feels like the Man United away game, the way that we're defending. Look at that. 4 players round Werner then.
And you see it again. It was offside. Correct decision. Linesman, no messing. So the start so far, I'm happy with. If we can keep playing like this, you do feel like, I said it straight away after 30 seconds, that might be the best chance the Blades get. That miss from Burke, it's starting to look like that, and that's such a shame. We just don't create a lot of chances.
Yeah, and I wonder if Chris Wilde has worn that hat to the last few games, because he has worn it. I think he wore it against West Brom as well, so maybe it's his lucky hat. Bogle's come inside.
Oh, yes.
Away from 2.
Have a shot. He's in the box. Bogle. It's a lovely mazy run. Whoa, he's overrun it slightly.
Wait, Max has got it. It's fine.
Opportunity for a shot. Oh, that was a chance for a shot. A missed opportunity.
Oh,
flick back through the legs. You love to see it. Bogle, prime Borbokis. Nice touch. And it was that final touch, wasn't it? It was great, intricate play. The Blades of the two sides playing the better stuff.
Yeah, you keep talking about prime Borbokis, and I'm like, I'm not quite sure. But then he was prime Borbokis, mate.
You know, I say that purely because he's a right back that gets into the box. If we haven't seen one like that, maybe since John Brayford.
Matty Lowton? Oh, yeah, he was before John Brayford. Okay, fair enough. George Baldock likes to try and get up there, though, doesn't he? But he's never really in the right place, other than Swansea at home. Yeah,
that was great play, though, from the whole team there, but Bogle really instigating that, and that's the thing that he can bring to this Blades side. He can make things happen. It's such a great signing, the best signing Wild has made in a long, long time. He's had some really signings, I think we can all agree, but Bogle has been fantastic. I thought, though, Nick, when that ball came out on the edge of the area, there was an opportunity for a shot there.
Yeah, there were. Definitely. There were a few times where we could have played that killer pass or had a shot. We just didn't do it. Sometimes overrun it a little bit too much because of what we've done for years and years and years. We love passing the ball around, and even whether it's League One, Championship, or in the Premier League, we like to do prime Arsenal and try and walk the ball in the net sometimes.
Absolutely. Ian says he's listening to audio commentary on a betting website. Well, don't bother. Stick with us. Chelsea on the left-hand side. Look to cross it in. It's a toe to try and get it away. And then a second stab tackle. And the Blades through Max Lowe can clear long. And that was a moment of peril.
Ollie Norwood's been brilliant as well, though, mate, defensively.
Yeah, he needs a good game.
Yeah, he does.
Chelsea, they're going to play a ball through, and it's going to be intercepted for a corner. Again, an appeal for offside. Jayden Bogle, though, getting a good footing. We're 28 minutes old, this game.
To be offside, because Bogle's put that out because it's obviously going to go. Yeah, is he going to give that offside? He's got to, surely.
I mean, he's a country mile offside. It's not being given.
Because it would have gone to the Chelsea player.
Absolutely, and the Blades don't get a penalty because of an offside. Ball played in from this corner on this left-hand side, a corner that should never have been given. You know, I hate anything that's unfair free kicks, unfair corners. That one, really quite a poor decision. The Blades trying to get this clear, but Chelsea still retain possession. A shot coming in from the edge of the area, and Ramsdale will watch it wide of his near post on the left side from Tony Rudiger.
I would have been absolutely fuming.
You and me both. I would have been apoplectic with rage. That should never have been given as a corner.
Shocking. That schoolboy kind of referee in that.
Schoolboy referee. Did you have a ref at school when you were playing in the play? All right, who's me and ref? We'll pick captains and we'll pick Timmy. You're ref in this game.
Yeah, but people play schoolboy football and there's referees.
Yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah, no, but I thought what I was saying was funnier. So as soon as I thought of that, I just kind of carried on. Right, Blades have possession and then lose it almost instantly. But it's, in terms of an end-to-end game in a cagey contest. I'm really happy with the way the Blades are playing. We haven't had the most possession, but we've looked the better passing team when we have.
Definitely.
As
And
Chelsea lose it.
I hate those stupid possession stats. Last 10 minutes, Chelsea's had the ball 80-odd possession. Sure.
Throw into the Blades. Giroud not happy. He's complaining about probably his beard or hair product. I'm not sure. Wearing number 18. I'm glad so many people have agreed that the offside rule, we just don't understand it anymore. And I think Nick and I come from the old school of if you're offside, you're offside. And I think that's just so much simpler. The interfering with play thing is nonsense. If you're stood in offside position, you should be offside because that ball, especially when it's played forward, would get to you. Anyway, Chelsea have it back.
He was interfering with play.
Correct, he was interfering with play because Ramsdale's got to keep an eye on him.
And Bogle wouldn't have gone for that. He'd have let it run out for a goal kick.
Completely spot on. 2 shots have been on target for Chelsea so far in this game. None for the Blades. A real, if you are just joining us, a great chance after 30 seconds from Ollie Burke. He should have hit the target at least. He went near post when he should have gone across the face. Some people will say, oh, well, it was too early in the game. You know, that's no excuse. I remember against Burnley last season, McBurney missing a good chance early on, and we ended up drawing that game 1-1, and we didn't get really a better chance. It took an Egan wonder goal to actually get us a draw in that game.
Yeah, we do that a lot, don't we? It's one of them where you get a really, really good chance, and you're like, I hope we get another one of these or another couple of these, because sometimes it just doesn't come. Well,
Chelsea were looking to break on that left-hand side, but Jayden Bogle doing his defensive work and doing it very, very well as the Blades try and win a throw-in with clever play.
I think everybody's played really well up to now, to be perfectly honest.
Yeah, in a red and white shirt, yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Let us know whereabouts in the world you're watching from. We'd love to see some people identifying themselves as what have we got here? Luis Ruiz Torres. Is that the flag of Nick Venezuela?
I'm not seeing a flag. I'm just seeing VE, so I'm guessing that is Venezuela.
Oh, you're not. You're seeing VE. It probably is then. I'm seeing the flag. Fantastic. Willkommen, bienvenue.
Can I also ask, if you're enjoying the stream, would you mind liking it? If you're not enjoying the stream, dislike it. That's absolutely fine.
Ignore the last bit. Just don't do anything if you don't like it. I'm happy with that.
No. Trust me. Dislike it if you want to dislike it.
Richard is from Wales. Dane is in Sheffield in Hillsborough. We've got Gabe who's in the UK, not going to be too specific. Lucas is in England, also being quite unspecific. Bella's in Norfolk. We've got a Stuart, maybe related to me. Caxel, who's in Arizona. We've got Stephen Walker from Ireland. We've got Greystones Garden from Greystones. Plenty of flags coming through that just we for some reason can't see what they are. James, have I been told I like Ralph Little? I've met Ralph Little, mate, and I played in a celebrity football tournament with him because some people think I'm a celebrity. India, we've got Warrington, Loughborough. Carl's on his sofa. Thank you very much for that. Nick, what flag is that? Is that Chad?
Which flag are we looking at here? I can't see any flags whatsoever.
Might be America. York, Ian Smith. York, my home city. Jennifer Milne, Scotland, my home country. I was born in Dundee. We've got Florida. So, yeah, Mex America is in Florida. We've got Par, who's in Sweden. Oh, thank you very much. Apparently, I pronounced your name correctly. Well, Stuart is it's not a hard surname. Matt Hayes, the absolute legend. Great to hear from you. Lucas is in Sunderland. Isaiah's in Trinidad. We've got Matthews in Leeds. Chelsea going forward on the right-hand side. Ball played through. It's going to be crossed across the face. It's cleared by the Blades, but not well as it takes a ricochet deflection. Chelsea can swing it in again. It's a good chance. It's going to be headed over by Ben Chilwell. It was a mess, Nick.
Jayden Bogle at the back post. He needs to be attacking that. He was just waiting for it to come to his head. He needs to be going in there and attacking it like Chilwell was. Watch him here. He waits for it, and Chilwell's attacking it.
Kingslayer Worlds in South Africa. Nether Edge know it well. Tony Raw. We've got Yorkshire Biker in Barnsley. We've got people in Portugal. Pontefract. Raphael's in Canada. Justin says Chelsea not pushing enough, with your name being Justin. You probably hear that quite a lot. Could also be Justine. Oh, we got Spence in Ripon as well. We look to getting married in Ripon. Not Nick and I, my wife and I. We've got Louis, who I'm not going to read that comment out. Louis, you can get in the bin. Matt Hayes says Limerick, Ireland. Excellent. Is Ziyech playing or not? Big questions these, Nick. By the way, I'll just run through the Chelsea team. It's Mendy in goal, Azpilicueta, Christensen and Rudiger at the back, James, Jorginho, Kovacic, Chilwell, with Mount, Werner and Giroud up top. Ziyech is on the bench alongside the likes of Hudson-Odoi and others.
I'm still seeing flags that are just black.
Oh, I've got Trinidad and Tobago here, yeah, but some of them are coming up for us as just black. I don't know why. Shouts to Spence. Royal Engineers, excellent. I work for BFBS, so know all about the Royal Engineers.
Excellent. So, I was a little bit worried with that last attack that Chelsea put in, but we are standing tall at the moment.
If anyone can tell TGHD what the score is now. Chelsea on the attack, chance to build through the middle, and I tell you what, it fell there. So was it Mason Mount who had that shot?
I think so. Is that a handball? Don't like it.
I don't like it. It was nice interplay from Chelsea. The best passing they've put together this game. No offside. We're on 36 minutes. Ball played down the right, cross back in, and a shot that is blocked. And Nick is questioning whether it was a handball and potential penalty for Chelsea. It's not a handball. It's hit the.
I would definitely like that though.
It's hit Keane Bryan in the ho-hos, I think.
I think it has.
He is not happy with that.
Is that
Say that again?
Chilwell was offside.
That is the flag of what? Macedonia, maybe?
Again, can't see.
Do I know Charlie Wildgoose? Yes, I do. I know Charlie Wildgoose very well. Spence. Real name as well, from a husband's surname. We are on 37 minutes. Ball played forward and could have been left to go out for a throw, but kept in. And it's just long ball at the moment, Nick.
Yeah, it's poor. It's really poor, isn't it? Good touch from Lundstram, though. Out wide to Flecke. He wasn't going to put it in the box, but he back inside to Norwood.
Why didn't he put that in the box? We had two men in.
I'm not sure, but he's put it in the box now.
Too late there. And Mendy could see exactly where that was going, was able to watch it all the way.
Yeah. Sometimes we just need to put it in early, don't we? But we're playing some good football, though. When we get the ball, we are playing good football. It feels like we should be saying, why have you not done this all season?
Yeah, the black flags are potentially flags of England, but as Luke quite rightly says, we are going to assume you are all Pirates. It is the Pirates' birthday tomorrow, Lise Moose say. He will be a year older, because I don't know how old he is.
25, shall we say.
Who's your man of the match so far? OK Flex asks that question. Sounds like he makes a brand of protein powder.
Yeah. Who's the man of the match so far? Do you know what? I'd be close to saying Max Lowe. I think Max Lowe.
Chelsea attacking on the left-hand side. It's not getting close enough there. It takes a bounce off Bogle's back, and that is going to be a corner. Bogle doesn't look happy. Looks slightly winded there. Hit the 0 of his 20.
It did, didn't it?
And has Keane Bryan come back on? Are his plums all right?
Yeah, he's on. He's there. He's number 29.
He got hit straight in the hose.
We don't know if they're all right, but he's back on. So, yeah.
The life of a physio at half-time, eh? And we just got a bit of leg from Nick. So far, you've enjoyed leg and McFlurry. It's all happening. Ball crossed in on this left from the corner. It's going to be cleared by Ollie McBurney. And who's it going to fall to is the question. It seems to be, I've lost the feeling in my left arm. Take over.
That's why I keep having to move my legs around because, it's not very comfy sometimes, is it, when you train?
Tell you what, Nick, what's harder, being a professional athlete or doing this? Because I think this is the real tough gig.
I'll go this. Definitely.
You've had to, fuel up on McFlurries. Oh, yeah, totally lost. It's like when you were younger and used to be on the phone to your your girlfriend or something, and you'd be on your phone for ages, and then you'd lift your arm down, and that elbow would be really sore.
Yeah, we know what that's like. But these days, speaker.
Yeah, of course, it's different for kids nowadays. Ball crossed in, it's blocked by the first man. It's going to be another Chelsea corner. So I'm now going to go out and say it. Chelsea starting to get on top, Nick.
Yeah, I agree. We always expected this, but we're still dangerous on that break. Ollie Burke needs to stay on for the majority of this game, definitely, because we're always dangerous when Ollie Burke's on the break.
Bernie's doing his defensive work as well, putting a shift in. Everyone's put a shift in so far. I've got no complaints. Norwood's played well. He needs a good game today. It's going to be another corner to Chelsea on the left. They play it short this time. We've actually already got a couple of men over. I'm not sure why they did that. Played to the edge of the box. A couple of options here. They play it to men who are being marked, and they have to go again, and it's given away.
Really, really silly. Now Fleck's going backwards.
I don't know what.
Going backwards.
Why? Why are both teams going backwards? It's like we've already started the second half and they think they're going the other way.
I know. Really weird.
Throw in to Sheffield United, a header one there, and it's the kind of header you always want to lose. My dad's saying that when you know you're going to win a throw in. Yeah,
that's a good point. Very, very good point. McBurney's very strong there. I think if Billy Sharp would have got that arm in the back, then he'd have probably gone down. But McBurney, big, strong lad, will take that all day. It really annoys me when big guys go down so easily. Really annoys me. That's a long ball from Egan.
It's too long.
It's the keeper, yeah.
It's too long. I've mentioned the McFlurry far too many times for the fact that McDonald's are not sponsoring us. If you would be interested in sponsoring the Sheff United Way, get in touch with us on Twitter, Facebook, or Instagram at Sheff United Way. We have very reasonable packages available and sponsorship offers.
I knew you were going to say that. I don't know about McFlurry. It's been sat to the right of me for the past kind of 5-10 minutes.
Live McFlurry updates as they happen. 41 minutes. Sheffield United 0, Chelsea 0. It's the first time I've tickled myself with something I've said on this stream. It's a nice touch in the middle. Chelsea are at the moment all possession with these light blue shirts.
I'll tell you what, I feel less stressed kind of doing this than just sat watching it intently.
Jack says he can actually hear Wilder shouting up, up, up.
What does he mean by that?
I don't know. Maybe it's the Bassett style, just play long ball. We said earlier, we look very susceptible to a ball over the top from Chelsea. They haven't done that more than once. And the one time they did do it, it caused a real mess at the back. Chelsea on the right-hand side, coming inside and trying to build again. They want to attack Max Lowe, but he's done a good job today.
Yeah, he has. And I think the reason why they're not getting any luck with the ball over the top is because they've had the ball a lot. High foot? No.
It looked like a high boot, and then they did try the ball over the top, and Nick and I both had a minor heart attack, but and so did Giroud by the looks of it. Gosh, he's handsome. I mean, I've got my hair cut far too short, thanks to my wife, but I would love to have hair like Olivier Giroud. I think I could do the beard. My beard game.
Strong.
Very strong, thank you, as is yours.
Thank you, mate. Thank you. Have you been using some products in that? Because it looks
Put it this way, if it started raining, it would all run. Got the wife's mascara in here, just ready for the watch along. We are 43 minutes into this game. Chelsea very much on top the last 10. Ball played in. Could get a chance for a cross and a shot. This is going to be a goal.
It's a goal. That's a goal. That's a good finish. That's
it's
a good
Mason
goal.
Mount. That's been coming. The blade sat back. It was a good ball in from the left-hand side. Low. You knew as soon as it was played in that if Mount got it on target, which he did, right into that bottom right-hand corner, Ramsdale, you cannot fault.
Can we have an offside here? No.
No chance.
I think so.
Blades had men back, but there was just one man free. And unfortunately, as a man who can shoot, he's wearing his shooting boots today, Mason Mount, and that's a real sucker punch. That's a blow.
Yeah. It's a good goal to score, but it's a poor goal to concede because every player was open that received the ball then. And it's a great finish, that. That's a top finish. Top draw finish, that, mate. Bottom corner. And Thomas, the Tank Engine's very happy about that one as well.
Yeah, Tuchel play that game. Oh, I've lost a lot of my mojo now, Nick. I was kind of fancying a Blades win here, and I think my thoughts on when we go 1-0 down.
Yeah, but we did that in the last game, and we managed to claw it back. So you never know. Let's be positive.
You're not wrong. I would say Chelsea are far better than West Brom from what we've seen, but a bad time to concede just before halftime.
Yeah, really bad. I've just looked at the clock and realised that as well. 43 minutes, 52 seconds. Little bit annoying, isn't it? Little bit annoying. What's everybody thinking in the comments, guys? What a wonderful goal by Mount. Fair play. Whose fault was that?
Well, there was no one marking Mount, and I don't know if he's got a specific man marker that Wilder would have assigned to him, but you'd imagine as his position today is actually one of the three strikers, so it's possible one of our centre-backs. Ball headed back. Ramos is going to come out and collect it when Werner was sniffing. Louis Ashton, you are a wonderful human. If you'd like to join Louis and be part of the super chat, we'd really appreciate it. We don't just want fans of Manchester. Another cream egg, thanks, Nick. That'll go well with them at Flurry. We don't just want fans of Manchester Red. We want everyone to get involved with that. We will always read out super chats. So Man United fan here, but great content. Keep it up. Thank you very much.
That takes us up a little bit, the super chat. So if you want to even more, super chats.
Yeah, if you want to see me a bit happier, that's really taking the wind out of the Blades' sails. But bad passing from Chelsea. It's a long ball. Maybe that's what Wilder's wanting with his constant shouts of up, because it's played to McBurney, but he's got no support. What can he do? He almost thinks about fouling his man. He's got 3 Chelsea players around him. Not the right option for me.
I think it was the right option, but I don't think the ball was good enough. I think a little bit more on it, and McBurney would have been onto it. And we know that,
in front of him.
Yeah. I think we know that Norwood has got that in his locker as well, which is even more frustrating. It felt like a lofted pass rather than a kind of through ball.
Nick's spot on. Ollie McBurney's got so much more in his locker than we've been treated to as Blades. Very skillful player. Looks like a free kick to the Blades. The disgust on Olivier Giroud's face, plain for all to see. His handsome, handsome face. He thought he was going to get a free kick going his way, but tough stuff, French man.
I think you need to calm down.
Giroud?
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about me. It's half time. It's not going the way that we wanted. Hal is sad.
Yeah, same. Double sad. But it's only 1-0. Could be worse. I think it was 2. Was it 2-1 at half time in the last game? 2-1 or 3-1, something like that.
Well, we took the lead in that game at Stamford Bridge. That's the one you're on about, yeah?
Yeah. We've definitely been better in this game than we were in the last. Anyway, put it that way.
Tim Gojo, tell us that stuff in the super chat, my friend. It makes it easier to swallow. Thanks to all of you that have been involved in the first half. I do have a man crush on Giroud. Absolutely. That's, I think, you can tell I've lost my impact on this chat. I'm so gutted.
Can everyone just like the stream, please, guys? We really would appreciate that. Because we're on 138 likes, 13 dislikes. Go for it.
Yeah, Jack, is Hal short for Hallam? No, it's actually conceived in a Halfords car park. That's where that comes from. Of course, it's not. So, Nick, how do we get back into this game? Can we? Will we?
I think just stay in it. Just stay in it for as long as possible. Try and hit them on the break. I don't think we're doing anything wrong. I think we just fell asleep a little bit for that goal. But it was, like you said, it was coming. They had a few other chances. They got behind a couple of times. So, yeah, the problem is, though, that we've created some chance in this game, but we haven't created any chances for about 20 minutes, something like that. So we need to get a foot on the ball, and we need to get down those channels and get some balls into the box. Those wide overloads that we're so good at, we need to do a few more of those.
Yeah, Dan, the little man, as a fellow little man, respect. Prediction 3-2 Blades win. Extra respect. Thank you very much to Kingslayer World. I subbed and liked.
Thank you, mate.
This is a question as well for you, Nick. Do you sell package for YouTube channel?
You can be a member of the channel. That is, I think it's $4.99.
You can hit join. You
can hit join. That's it. Join as a member. So go for it.
Yeah. Thoughts in the chat. How do you think we're going to turn this round, Blades? And also give us your full-time score predictions. I'm going to reassess. I'm going to retwist, return.
Says we're not out of this game. Definitely not. Nowhere near. And Chelsea fans want to think that they're absolutely hammering us. It's not a great deal, isn't it, mate?
I get McGoldrick on because he loves playing against Chelsea.
Yeah, definitely. I'd like to put this up again for Concedes. We are giving the ball away far too cheaply. No urgency. too pedestrian, and nobody willing to take responsibility and try to create something. I mostly agree with that, but the first kind of 15, 20 minutes, I feel like in patches, we've done the opposite of that. But I think for the kind of last 20 minutes, we have definitely done that. So, a bit patchy today, I think. Some great play. Jaden Bogle, John Fleck, Ollie Burke, Ollie McBurney. But also, he is right. We are not doing that enough.
Pad Stowe made. McGoldrick has scored in the last 2 Chelsea games. Absolutely. Jared, Blake. There isn't actually a space in between your name. I don't know why I paused. By the way, what does Sharp have to do to start? Nick, I wanted him to start. I did my predicted lineup, which you can always see the day before each game on the Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook page at Sheff United Way.
I think he deserved to start, but in a game like this, when we're going to be playing on the break, I always think Ollie Burke is the one to pick. But at the same time, why not play him instead of McBurney? I don't know. It just depends who Wilder kind of sees, kind of who would play with each other. I'm trying to think, has every striker played with each other?
It's a good question. Funny enough, I was thinking about that earlier. I think they have, but even at West Brom away, we saw Brewster and Moose.
I'm not sure if Burke and Sharp have played up front together.
Well, it's something to think about. I mean, would you bring on Brewster, as Spencer's quite rightly asked? It's a good question.
No, mate. No. I would rather bring on...
It's not a good question, then.
No, it is a good question. It is a good question because I should be saying yes to that question, but I'm not because he's not shown enough, like we said in pre-game. I think that I would rather see either Sharp on or McGoldrick on. McGoldrick more than anyone, to be honest. Yeah,
I agree. Didsy's got to be brought on. Just one mistake, letting Mount get a free shot at goal. Not sure who to blame. I think that's fair. We don't always need to look for an individual to blame. It was a man who was free in the box. In this case, one of the most dangerous Chelsea players.
So Mount is away from Fleck there. Fleck's putting his hand out to say, someone go and mark him. So Keane Bryan was marking him originally, but he's been sucked into that kind of front post area, which I agree with, but they need to be more vocal. He needs to point at him and say, if I'm not picking him up, someone else needs to pick him up.
So Mount playing on that right-hand side of the three, and Keane Bryan playing on the left-hand side of defence. You're absolutely right, Nick. That would have been his man. Nick, can I go for my half-time ablutions and grab something to eat?
Of course you can. If you don't call it ablutions ever again.
I make no promises there.
Right, so you've just got me. Oh, here we go. Let's get in a better position. They're just showing the Burke chance as well after 31 seconds. Great through ball by Ollie McBurney. He's got so much goal to aim at, and he puts it wide into the side netting. Brilliant play. Caught him cold. No, he's right. I don't know who's talking at the moment, but he said he didn't have the belief to put it past the goalkeeper. Oh, it's Roy Keane, obviously. Roy Keane loves us. That's frustrating because that was a very, very big chance. And obviously with it being the first chance of the game, you don't expect someone to take a chance that quickly when they're cold. But we needed to take it. We've had no better chances than that. I think the only other one that we had was Jaden Bogle when he picked the ball up, which kind of ran through about 3 or 4 men. We needed to make more of that chance. But yeah, other than that, not a great deal has happened. Basham as well, getting the penalty, but being offside. It's just one of them Sheffield United things to happen, that is. Off but by a bloody boot, by a big toe. Oh, so yeah, I'm not sure what we're going to do in the second half. I just feel like we need to play exactly how we did in that game, that half. Chris Eads. Burke is the equivalent of having Mo Farah. He can run, but absolutely nothing else. But the thing is, I said this a while back, but I edited it out of my video because I didn't really want to put it in there. But I don't mind saying it now. I used to play for a football team where we had a striker who was absolutely rapid, but he needed about 5 or 6 chances to score a goal. And because he was that fast, he got those chances. And the thing is with Ollie Burke, I feel like he's in the exact same mould. So he needs quite a few chances to score a goal, and you're not always going to get them in the Premier League. I think he'll get a lot more in the Championship if he's here with us next season if we do go down. But yeah, I feel like he's in the same mould. He needs loads of chances. Or maybe we'll get lucky one day and he'll put the ball in the back of the net first time. Ewan Bain, yes, mate. How you doing? Also, can we all put out a petition to not have Hinchcliffe commentating on our games? Well, luckily you've got us commentating on your games, so mute that, put this on, and also like the stream if you haven't already. Really appreciate that. We are now on 160 likes, which is excellent. So keep liking, please. It really helps the stream out a lot. Somebody did put Chelsea have been poor, and I agree to a certain extent, but I also think we've defended really, really well, except for the goal, obviously. Why did Ollie Burke have to score against us? Thanks for our title hopes are over. Sorry about that, Louis. Really, really do. I'm sorry about it, but it wasn't the greatest of shots, was it? Let's be honest. It took a massive deflection. It was going straight into De Gea's hands. So, yeah, I think it was more about Twenzebe's leg than about the shot. Love the channel. Thank you very much. Spence Jeff Rob 73. No problem at all, mate. Thank you for saying that. Really appreciate that. Do you think we'll perform better in the second half, similar to the West Brom game? I don't think we'll be as attacking in the second half as the West Brom game. But let's be honest, right now, does it really matter about goal difference? We just need to go ahead and try and get anything out of the game. And if we go and lose 2-3-0 at this point of the season, does it really matter? Bogle getting exploited a bit too much. He love his attacking play, but the defending mind is a bit lacking on that goal. I feel like everybody went to the front post. That was the problem. Even Keane Bryan was coming to the front post. So really, thinking about it, you've got 4 of your 5 defenders all on that side. So really, yes, fair enough. Early on, they should have been helping Jayden Bogle out, but at the same time, we were just nowhere near any of their players. It just kind of got played straight through us, didn't it? This is one comment. Oh, no, that's not. No chance Wilder gets sacked. I will talk about that. I was going to click on somebody that wrote about the Sheffield United kit because I hate it so much. But yes, somebody asked if Wilder would get sacked at the end of the season. I can't see it. I can see the only way we won't have Wilder next season is if he walks. But I can't see that either. So, yeah, can't see it, guys. This one, I really feel like Ollie Norwood's had a brilliant game today. Maybe he could have done more with the goal. But no, I think he was. I think he's been excellent today defensively. Really, really good. And I think Hal's back. Here he is.
Oh, I'm on the other side. It feels all weird.
Here you go, mate. Have it back.
I don't know which side. I don't know which side I prefer being on. I've had my ablutions. I've eaten. It's all tickety boo now.
Excellent. We're very happy to hear that. I haven't had any ablutions though.
I mean, if you need me to take over for a minute, happy to do so.
Right.
Happy to do so. So Ewan has asked about a petition to stop having Andy Hinchcliffe.
I know. I put that up on the screen.
To this, Ewan. Ewan should be listening to this.
That's exactly what I said. Exactly what. I said.
Quite right. Quite right.
Yourself out.
Yeah, sort yourself out.
Sort yourself out. Are we missing Ampadu? Yes and no. I think that actually Keane Bryan, I think he's been brilliant. I'm going to be honest. I think everyone's played well. Just switched off for that one goal. So hopefully we can turn it round and get a goal for ourselves.
We can beat Chelsea. From what I've seen now of Chelsea, we can beat them. I'm in a sort of state of shock about that goal. I'm sad. I didn't want it to happen. I felt like we could have perhaps got something special tonight. I really felt like the only way we're going to win it was 1-0. I've also totally messed up my thumb, and with what I was eating, I've just like squeezed it, and I'm in so much pain right now. I feel like I could pass out. And I'm struggling to see a way that we change this at half time that transforms the game in our favour. I don't know what changes Wilder. I know what changes I would make. I know what changes you would make. I don't know what changes Wilder will make that will instantly kick us into gear, and we just start playing the way that we know we can.
Do we think that he's going to make any substitutions at half time?
No, that's exactly it. I don't think he's going to make any changes at half time. I think he should. I think McBurney has come back and he's doing as well as he can. McBurney is not at fault for anything here today. He's got back and defended. He's held the ball up when he can. But I think he's lacking a bit of sharpness.
Yeah, I agree. He's not played a lot of football recently after his swan dive. So here we go. Calm down, lads. We will do like in the last game against West Brom. Just wait until Billy Sharpino shows up.
Right, Adam, give us some positivity, mate. You're back in. It's a start, man. Ski, dub, dub, dub. What do you think?
Disappointing. As you guys said, Oliver Burke, 30 seconds in, should have scored. Certainly should have worked the keeper. Coming out for the second half, 1-0 down. We were on Tuesday night. Let's look at it that way. We can come back. We can do it again. We've got some fresh legs. Billy Sharp is going to be angry that he is sub and not started. Is he going to come on and be our saviour once again? Yes.
I like the positivity. Adam is, like me, one of the most positive blades. And Nick, you're fairly positive as well. So Adam, you actually see us potentially turning this round to a win?
No, 1-1, as I said before the game.
Yeah, true. You're sticking to your guns. I respect that. Okay. So at the moment, we're about to kick off the second half. And as I predicted, there have been no changes.
No, and when you said Sharp then, Adam, I was thinking, is Sharpie on already? But it'll be the obligatory 60th minute, are we saying?
For Bash.
50th minute. 50th minute.
50th minute.
And Adam, just while we've got you on, what did you make of the goal?
The goal, it was disappointing. I think it was a lack of communication between Max Lowe and Keane Bryan. And they left Mount and Oliver Norwood perhaps not tracking back. Maybe that was a little bit harsh. But it was a nice finish, a very, very nice finish. But he had the freedom of the box. I mean, he could have taken a touch. He had plenty of time. But he took it nicely first time and no chance for Ram was in goal with that. And
Adam, the shirt you're wearing today, we know that was, I wore that one against West Brom for the first time. How many times have you worn that? 3. And what have the results been?
A loss at Manchester City, but we beat Manchester United and we beat West Brom. So it's running at 67% at the minute.
All right, bit of a mixed message from that shirt. Nick's pink shirt, lucky. I don't know why we're all wearing away shirts, except for Chelsea, who should, I believe, be docked 3 points for that choice of kit today.
It's awful, isn't it?
And the points be given to us.
And the points be given to us, absolutely, yeah, in our fight for survival. And Adam, final question for you. So with this game very much on a knife edge, you said before when we spoke that in a way, you didn't use quite the term a free hit, but you did imply that this isn't the game that's going to see us survive or not. There are other games, more winnable games for the teams around us.
Yes.
How will you feel if we do lose this game today? And I mean that by whether it's either a big defeat or a 1-0. Will you feel any different?
I think the way that the first half has gone, we're in the game. We should have been in front. We didn't get in front and we've been hit just before half time. So come out second half, we've lost so many games by the odd goal. I would rather see us lose 3-0 and go down fighting than just sitting back. So have a go, see what we can do. If we lose 3-0, so be it. Go for it.
That's exactly what I said when Hull had gone. I think we've got to go for it at this stage of the season, haven't we?
Adam, final question. Chris says, Hal, if you check the official Premier League kit clash guide, that kit is prohibited. Adam, you are probably someone who has checked that kind of thing. So would Chelsea's home shirt have actually been prohibited? Of course, we played Chelsea at Bramall Lane before with them wearing their home kit, so why now?
I don't see the problem why Chelsea can't wear blue. The dark blue, their traditional colours would have been much more logical rather than that shirt that looks like it was a white kit that's gone into the wash with some very dodgy, smart price jeans other supermarkets are available.
I love it. I love it. Adam, thank you very much for joining us. We really, really appreciate your insight as ever. Let's see what happens second half.
Cheers, guys. Thanks a lot.
Cheers, Adam.
Top man, Adam, bringing some positivity to the stream after I've certainly felt a little down after that goal. Chelsea on the attack. We are on 48.04 if you're trying to keep up with us. Right on the edge of the area. They might think about a shot. Instead, they'll go for the scoop ball over the top. It's a dangerous one. Any touch here. And Ramos is going to come out, and that's going to be a foul, surely, by Olivier Giroud.
As Adam was talking, we just missed that it looked right on the edge of the box that Basham got fouled. And that would have been a brilliant position for us. Yeah, Giroud's just about fouled Egan, I think, there. But that was a lovely ball over the top by Kovacic.
Kingslayer Worlds saying something. Why can't I see that?
No, I can't see it either. That's really sad. I mean, just have a quick look. No, there's nothing there. No.
Is that a super chat?
That's a super chat, but it's not written.
For seven Zairian dollars. Thank you very much, Kingslayer World. You have given that's the most we've ever had on a super chat, so very much appreciated. Thank you very much, sir.
Yeah. I think it's South African Rand.
Is it? Well, that's very kind. And Elena saying hi to you. A fun fact, Nick, Elena is called Elena Nicola, which is the same name as my mother-in-law.
Oh, right, really?
Yeah, exactly the same name. So, it's a funny old world, isn't it?
It's funny, isn't it?
It's funny. It's really funny, isn't it? The world. When you think about it, it's just funny. It is just funny. You've got to laugh. Otherwise, if you support Sheffield United, you will go slowly insane. It is 49 minutes old. The Blades 0, Chelsea 1. Max Lowe with a throw-in. We're on the left-hand side. He's 10 yards away from the corner flag. He's going to go for a long throw. Who knew that Max Lowe has a Jackie Robinson-style throw? And it's a ball that's going to be played on the edge of the area, flicked in, headed away, but back with Blades possession. This is good football. And then a heavy touch, and Chelsea can bring it clear. But wow, that was a moment of rare excitement since Chelsea have been much the stronger at the end of the first half and beginning this second. Mendy will play it out onto that right-hand side as they try and bring the ball away, and good, strong challenge from Max Lowe, just forcing his man back. That was good from Lowe.
Getting stuck in again. Yeah, it does get stuck in, doesn't it? It does get stuck in like his first game where he knocked himself out after about 2 minutes.
Yeah, Burke there as well, getting stuck in, closing his man down and forcing the throw. You love to see it.
He's brilliant at that, Burke. Really, really is.
Yeah, Ben Chilwell not being allowed a second to breathe. Ben Chilwell wearing the number 21 shirt today, as I believe he does every day. And that's going to be another throw into Chelsea. John Lundstram claiming that as his own.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Razor sharp insight from In Good Nick.
That is what happened. But we've got to throw it now, Hal, haven't we?
Throw it back to me, yes. Yeah, Basham with the throw. Now, Basham doesn't quite have the Jackie Long throw, but he's going to take it short with Norwood, and they're just going to think about the 1-2, but instead it's the pirouette from Bash. And the ball played in, not a good pass from Bogle.
It looks like it could have been, to be honest. It was nice. If somebody else would have been on the wavelength of Jayden Bogle, then it could have been a wondrous ball.
Oh, Stephen Walker, bless your socks, which I'm sure are cotton. That is £4.99. I'm not sure if that is more or less than 7 Zairian rubles, but that is absolutely fantastic. You can write something in the super chat, and we will mention it. And Elena laughing at the fact that I didn't know what super chats were called until yesterday because I am old.
Didn't you say super chat in the last one?
I think I called it super subscriber. Because I'm old. And it's YouTube malarkey. It's thanks to this wonderful man in Good Nick that I've even got involved in this world. It was a world I must admit didn't know a lot about. But here we are, commentating on a Blades game.
Yeah, it's all right, mate. I'll get the 10,000 subscribers. You come in for the glory.
yeah. He's done all the hard yards as our Nick.
Werner on the left though. Good ball into Giroud, but Nolly Norwood takes it off him again.
He's been great today, Ollie Norwood. I've really enjoyed watching his performance. He's needed a good game, and he's had one.
Yeah, Lundstram getting mugged.
And this is poor. This is Chelsea on the attack again, and it's good defending, but it's only going to ricochet back for another opportunity for Chelsea to swing the ball in, takes a deflection. Ramsdale will come out and collect. Looks for his options.
Never mind.
He's going to throw it out. Yeah, he's going to throw it out the way I prefer Max Lowe to take it and, Bogle to take it, but I prefer Ramsdale to throw it out than to just pump it long because that's giving possession almost 90% of the time back to the opposition. And now the Blades still have it. And the pink kit is nice. You're absolutely right there, that comment. And Nick wears it well.
I love the pink kit. Oh, Lundstram. Oh, he's got it back. Fair play to him, and he's won a free kick, I think. Yeah, it is to us.
Free kick to the Blades. Oh, Didsy's coming on. This is what you want to see. 54 minutes. It's McGoldrick time.
The bearded beauty. We love it. We love to see it.
That's why you subscribe to In Good, Nick.
Yes, exactly. Well, double bearded beauties. Triple.
Yeah,
Call
real
it bearded beauty.
The trim and my wife's mascara making this really stand out today.
It's very dark.
It is, isn't it? It's arguably it's too dark. It's what I call David Guest black. Oh, the touch needed there. It's a back pass. Is it going to go? Yes! It's an own goal. It's Rudiger. He's passed it straight into his own net.
God.
54 minutes.
From
and the Blades will take what we can take.
We will take what we can take.
We will take what we can take. Nick gets a takeaway, and we get a goal from Rudiger. Oh, you love to see it because it didn't look like we were going to find any other way of scoring. This almost makes up for Burke's miss on 30. Rudiger in no danger. He sees a little bit of pressure, and he passes it back heavy to Mendy.
He wasn't looking, and Mendy came flying out. Oh, that's lovely. That you love to see that, don't you?
Honestly, mate,
is that going to be our goal of the month?
That's goal of the season. It's like a Roberto Carlos free kick. It looks when he initially kicks it like it's going wide of the post.
Oh my God! I was just thinking for a second. Then please say that Berg wasn't offside in the lead up to that, because that would be such a Sheffield United thing.
That would be VAR. You know it, trying to find a way of disallowing that goal.
Jeez, there we go. We're on for it.
It's counted.
Second comeback in a week.
Get in, and that is, the comeback. Maybe we're going to start to become comeback kings. Let's go.
Oh my God! What are we doing? He's literally ran into Ramsdale there. Surely. What are we doing, Hal? What are we doing?
I don't know how the Blades have got away with that. That looked like ball given away, striker rounds keeper, potential penalty, and I mean VAR will obviously have a look at it. So we're not out of the woods yet, Blades. Referee's given no penalty, and then a misplaced pass in the midfield. Chelsea going straight through, and it's a wonderful last gasp challenge, sticking a leg out. John Egan, he was like an octopus there, and he managed to get to the ball, and Burke mustered out of it. We're still not out of the woods yet because this ball hasn't gone out of play yet. Nick, was that a penalty?
I couldn't tell you. At first, I thought, here he goes. He's going to go to the monitor, isn't he? Oh, God. But he's not originally given it. So the referee has to overturn his own decision. I think he's ran into Ramsdale. Oh, God, that doesn't look good, does it?
It does it. Oh, he has. He's run into him. He's hit the knee in his face. Ramos is not trying to bring him down there. He's not got a hand around.
Even.
For me, that's no penalty. He's not got his hands, grabbing a leg. He's run into Ramos. That's not a penalty. Nick, your thoughts?
And I think that's the reason why the ref didn't give it in the first place. So sure, Azpilicueta needs to get away from him there. He wants booking for that. Azpilicueta wants booking for that. He's trying to intimidate the referee to give him the penalty.
What's he given?
Oh my God!
He's given a penalty. I mean, you can see why, because Ramsdale's not there. Then it was Werner, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
If Ramsdale's
he's
not there.
Gone for the ball. Ramsdale's not gone for the ball. He's brought his arms in.
I'm trying to find
him in the face.
Agreed, absolutely. I don't think it was a penalty, but I can see why it was given, because if Ramsdale wasn't there, Werner does get to the ball.
Oh, he's going to do one of his little stupid jumpy pens, isn't he?
What do we think in the comments? Was that a penalty?
Thanks, Ian. Ridiculous, never a pen. Come on,
we're
Rammers.
obviously wearing rose-tinted glasses. We are biased. We have to admit that. Very harsh. The Blades
Shocking pass back as well.
just getting back into it. Penalty steps up, and it's a really simple penalty.
Ramsdale had dived about 3 weeks before. Yeah, and the whole jump thing is to make the keeper commit himself. Stand there until the last minute and then make your decision. He'd gone.
You know, if Rammers goes the right way, I'm not going to go at Rammers here. Just say if it does go the right way, if he went the other way, basically, he saves that. But yeah, I think he ran.
Ask Keane Bryan. Keane Bryan's made 2 really poor passes in that kind of last 3 minutes.
Yeah, it's a shocking
really
pass.
Poor.
Shocking pass. It's a back pass from Keane Bryan that goes straight to Timo Werner. Timo Werner, in an odd way, rounds Ramsdale by playing the ball the wrong way. And he does run straight into Ramsdale. Ramsdale's got to come out there. He knees Ramsdale in the face.
The thing is, as well, if Ramsdale doesn't touch him at all, he's not getting that ball. That ball went straight to one of our players. He's nowhere near it.
Well, that might have been why it wasn't a red card as well.
It shouldn't have even been a penalty.
Well, the chat is overwhelming in your favour, Nick.
Go on, Ollie.
That looked like a potential collision of players there as Ollie Burke was working his way into the box. Referee says no. Of course, VAR will look at it, but as it's the Blades, that will not be given. Steve Adams, you are the most entertaining duo since Morecambe and Wise. Wow, that is extremely high praise. I was expecting maybe Anton Dick or something, but Steve Adams, £5 of your
£5.
Five of your British pounds. I don't know where you are, Steve. Of course, if you're Scottish, that's a still legal tender. So thank you very much for that. That is 2-1 to Chelsea. If you are just joining us, we are on 59-37. A good challenge.
Ollie Norwood.
He's had a great game. He's had a brilliant game. Fleck's going to have a sighter. Well, you did tell him to. So it's gone straight to Mendy. A bit of a bobble, bit of a daisy cutter. And we're seeing a clip here of Ollie McBurney and his wire legs. I thought it was Ollie Burke, didn't I? I said that. It was McBurney. And he goes down like someone who was swan diving only a few weeks ago.
Could this be a similar score to the first game now?
With Chelsea, why would you even say that, sir? Chelsea back on the attack. Hal unhappy. Nick unhappy. Pink shirt. Lucky. So we're still in it.
Exactly.
But Blades.
I would take a draw, though. 100% take a draw in this game.
The first goal for Chelsea you can take, right? You can accept that's a good goal. The second goal is an absolute disgrace. We gifted them that.
Absolutely. And you can't say anything else about it, can you, really?
No, you can't. Nice interplay on the edge of the box from Chelsea, looking to try and work something. We've got so many bodies back, it looks like there's an extra man, but Chelsea will get a shot away on that left foot of Reece James, such a good player, and it's high, wide, and not very handsome.
He's definitely scored some goals this season, though, so it's always a nervy one when he's coming forward. Lamptey,
of course, a player that Chelsea had, who plays in the same position as Reece James, has gone to Brighton, and many are saying that Lamptey might end up being better than Reece James. Who are we to say? One thing I will tell you is I don't care. But yeah, it was suicidal play. We're not. By the way, we have not blamed Rammers. I think that's fair to point out. We have not blamed Rammers for that.
Of course not.
Substitution. So Alonso and Hudson-Odoi are on for Chilwell, who's not been attacked as much as I'd have liked, and the very handsome Olivier Giroud has gone.
Thank God that's the last time we're hearing that.
Well, we might see a clip of him on the bench at some point, maybe working on that beard.
Yeah, definitely. But that beard's better.
Thank you.
That beard that we're looking at right there, Ollie.
Right.
David McGoldrick.
Yeah, Didsy on for Ollie Burke on 62 minutes. Is this going to be the change? I mean, it's not the change you wanted, Nick. You wanted Burke to stay on and McBurney, I think, to be replaced.
No, I wanted them both to stay on, and I wanted probably Ollie Norwood to come off and us go a little bit more attacking.
Why Norwood when he's been very good?
I think just feel like we need to go more attacking. And Ramsdale is on the deck because he obviously got kneed in the head.
Do you think that he's got a concussion?
Possibly. And
we're watching this again.
Wes coming on.
I mean, I can definitely see why it was.
That's not a foul.
I can see why it was given. I do think that, like Rammers not being there, Werner wouldn't have passed it round him. I think he would have got to the ball. they're doing the old concussion test now for Rammers. Yeah, can you see my finger? How does it smell? But we've got League One Wes on the bench.
Can we put Czech in the net instead? Is that all right? Czech's on the screen right now.
He's not brought his little hat with him, so unfortunately Peter Cech is unavailable. I saw Peter Cech playing ice hockey. Fun fact. That's literally the end of that anecdote. Looks to me like the referee is deciding whether Ramsdale is being completely honest with him, because of course concussion protocol would mean that Ramsdale would have to go out of this game, and he wouldn't be available for Wednesday against.
Yeah, but I feel like if our physio is saying he's okay to continue, then surely it's on him, not on the referee. The referee has no medical qualifications whatsoever.
I personally would like to see independent doctors assess concussions.
Yeah, possibly. But why is the referee?
I think maybe the referee is just saying to him there, look, if you start to feel dizzy, let me know. Because, of course, it's player safety that we're always told is the paramount importance to referees. You sometimes do question that, but that's what. Good chest down there. it's nervy stuff at the back from the Blades. Some bad back passing.
Well done, Egan.
Egan's done brilliantly, but Nick said in the first half, why are we always passing backwards? And it's cost us a goal, and we're still doing it.
We are. Well done, Max. Oh, lovely. It was a nice little back heel, but not enough on it. And now Maxwell's gone down. And now he's back up again. What is he doing?
It's the old down and up Max Low shuffle, which all the kids will be doing by the end of summer. You know it. It's coming in at 6. We got 65 minutes on the clock. Blades 1, Chelsea 2. It irks my soul. This is paining me. This burns. This burns like Ken Hom's hot wok.
I don't know what that means.
Lots of people commenting about the penalty situation, and I have to say it looks like majority of you now believe it was a penalty. I think seeing it multiple times has possibly changed a few opinions.
I still disagree. I think that I agree with what you said about I can see why it was given, but I still don't think it's a foul. I think he's kneed Ramsdale in the head, and that's not a foul for me, mate.
Well,
Ramsdale's just been there. Ramsdale was just there, and again, I've seen. There must have been a reason why the referee didn't give it in the first place, and I think that was the reason.
Well, Ian, who's commented before, certainly agrees with you, and I value Ian's opinion on football. It wasn't too long ago that Ian and I went on a stadium tour. Seems like a lifetime ago. Of course, can't even do things like that at the moment. So sad, but. Again, mate, Ian, hopefully we can do something like that next season. Chelsea still have possession.
At least we've been more attacking. I feel like we've created a few more chances. Oh, poor Pat. Lots and lots of bad balls.
Played down through on that right-hand side. It's going to be, I believe, a cross in here. Chelsea again looking threatening. It's chipped forward and flicked back for a corner. Ramsdale was rooted to his line. And... Wuxia. If you're gonna have a game center, you want a name that I think is easy to remember and easy to say. It was a clear straight red. If we're being honest, it might not have been because Nick pointed out that Werner wasn't going to get to the ball as there was a man covering, so that's possibly why. Lots of people now saying no pen. It's tough stuff.
It is. I'd like to find out what. Oh, Jesus! That was a great flick on that, but there was no one at the back post for Chelsea just to tap it in.
Corner from the left-hand side, swung in as Pilaqueta at the near post, wins a flick on. Any Chelsea head at the back stick getting on that, it is a goal all day long. But no one was there, and. If that's a chance for the Blades, I'm going mad that we don't have someone at the back stick.
Yeah, exactly. And do you see Basham there? He was kind of holding on to Alonso. Alonso pulled away from him, and Basham just kept running forward. It's like,
let's get Billy on.
With your man.
Ash, quite right. Ramos definitely intentionally used his face to trip him up, the old face to the knee tackle, which we've seen so much. Keane Bryan, ho, 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 Keane Bryan. It all went wrong for Keane Bryan after he got hit in the ho, ho, ho's. He's not been the same. He had a really poor game after that. 600 appearances for Billy now.
Yeah, that's brilliant. 248 goals. That's brilliant.
Yeah.
What a career Billy Sharp's had.
What
And
a
he's
career.
just won a lovely... Go on,
Flicks
Dids.
on. Billy to Didsy. It's great play already. Didsy can't get across that beats the first man. He does win a corner. And here comes Billy, absolutely. And Hadley makes a great point. I'm sure if it was the way around, Sheffield United would not get a penalty. I feel like that's right. The only look I've ever seen Sheffield United get in my entire life was at Old Trafford, and they have not stopped going on about it. The PGMO, or whatever they're called, have even said, "Oh, we got it wrong." You never hear from them. Corner whipped in, near post, headed away. Blades get a bit of luck in my life, and we'll never hear the end of it. Oh, and then it's poor. Chelsea on the attack. It's 3-on-3. Now Blades getting men back, but Chelsea getting players forward. They missed the opportunity to cause damage there, but they've still got a chance because they've still got the ball. They're on this right-hand side, edge of the box, trying to work a way in. It's at the moment okay. We've got we are defending like beavers or like Trojans on the left. Ball crossed in to Timo Werner. Takes a touch of a rhino, but manages to keep it under control. And Chelsea not going anywhere with it. This is, if we are winning 2-1, absolutely fine.
Yeah, exactly. Just ran out. Reece James couldn't get there, so we need to get a foothold in this game now because Chelsea look like they're going to score the next goal here. Yeah,
a lot of people commenting about Keane Bryant's fault. For the pen, it was an awful back pass. Didn't need to make a back pass there. He had options inside. I think we'll be looking back on that one if we lose this game by that goal. And we don't like to point fingers, but that was a needless back pass and caused anarchy at the back. And Ramos wouldn't have been expecting the ball to come to him there because why would you play it back from that position? You'd be better off just clearing it, like Chris Morgan style. Get it into stand.
Get it in stand, exactly.
And it's a similar position, actually, to we just passed back there. But if you get enough on it, it's not going to be an issue.
No, it's not. It's fine passing it back if you're in trouble.
I'm not a fan of passing the ball back to a keeper because it forces them to just launch it long, and we always seem to lose possession.
Oh, well done, Norwood. It's very, very poor. Every kind of pass is a tackle pretty much at the moment. I'm not liking it.
I'm with you on that.
We're still in the game. It's only 2-1. We're still in the game.
Yeah, it's 70 minutes old, this game, and the Blades need to start creating chances because we don't look like scoring. Of course, if you have just joined us, the goal for the Red and White Wizards was an own goal after a very odd back pass from Rudiger. So that's the state of play at the moment.
We didn't really even create it, did we? It wasn't Burke putting pressure on him. It was just Mendy and Rudiger just getting confused. Like no communication whatsoever. But Ollie McBurney's on the wing where we don't really want him to be, do we, Hal?
The wing. Ball trying to be played into the box there, and it's going to go back out onto the wing.
Yes, Fleck, that's a foul.
Foul.
Booking? You're going to book him, ref?
I would say that's a booking if Basham's was. I'm going to tell you what, Nick, you'd take a point now.
No, that's not a booking. That's definitely not a booking. No. It weren't like you were going past him. That's a cynical
foul. That is a professional foul. Reece James knows exactly what he's doing. He stopped a really good chance, and now Chelsea have all their players back. No real punishment unless we score from this.
Can you believe it?
Yes, you can.
Yeah,
Ollie Norwood, who's clearly in lockdown hair. He's standing over this.
Electrocuted there with his hair going up in the air.
Can the Blades get back into it? Oh, it's a great delivery. It's a wonderful delivery, but no one able to get a touch on it for the Blades, and Chelsea can clear. They had so many men back that it's no wonder they've got no one up top to get onto the end of that.
Though. Very, very good ball in.
Great ball in. I love seeing Norwood back on that set piece delivery that he's been so good at for so long, but this season he's not been Ollie Norwood. Blades going backwards again.
Yeah, foul. Why was that not just an easy ball inside to Norwood? Why did he have to do a crazy Cruyff turn to get himself out of it?
I don't know why we aren't going inside more. We love as Sheffield United to go down the wing. For a team that have very few players that score headed goals, we seem to try and put a million crosses in. Oh, when you see that free kick again, no Blade getting on the end of that. Very, very disappointing.
Go on, Bogle. He's gone straight through the middle. Did say on the edge. Great strike. Oh,
Saved by Mendy near post. I don't mind Dizzy having a pop from there. He likes having shots from there.
yeah, he's got enough goals this season for us to trust him to have a few more shots.
Yep. Yinny Trappy says, my sister and my uncle worked with Sheffield United's Cooking People a couple of years ago. That sounds like a Channel 5 show. I'll tell you what, if we don't make it, Channel 5 will. Cooking People. Okay. Catering department, I think, is what you're looking for, but
Yeah, I think
go
so.
with a cannibalistic term. It is 73 minutes old, this game, and 2-1 to Chelsea. The away side pushing forward again. 2 deflections from Blades. Clear it. Finally,
That's
it is a
nice.
good. It's good. It's a good clearance, not just a lumped clearance, a found player clearance, which is so rare. And Didsy is the man that you. Oh, of all the players in the entire
away with
Sheffield
it.
United squad, that you think never gives the ball away, it's Didsy, and then he gives the ball away, wins it back himself, gets it back to Ramos. We go again.
He's no Paul Coots, is he, Al?
He's
Never
no
give the
Paul
ball
Coates.
away.
Our stats man says that was the first own goal since Yerry Mina in September 2019 to go for the Blades.
Excellent. Love that.
Born and bred Blade, Yerry Mina, in the streets of
What about
Bogota.
What about Crystal Palace away?
Good question. Adam, Nick
on,
has made
Adam.
a good
Don't let me
Gaeta
mug you off here.
own goal at Palace away from a Norwood corner.
Go on.
Ball
away,
worked into the box. Oh, it's a lovely run. Oh, it was a
and
cold
it's
kick at the end of it. It was a Gaza-esque run from Scottish midfielder John Fleck, who just rolled back the years and just took on 1, 2, 3, 4 Chelsea players. Good tackle.
It's come
Hits.
back off him.
It hits Fleck. Agonizingly goes out, and he's appealing for it. And why wouldn't you? You almost deserve a corner after that run.
Did you see Rudiger was appealing for a handball? It's gone out for a goal kick. What would you prefer, a handball or a goal kick? They're placed about a metre away from each other, mate. Get a grip.
Yeah. Kante on. We've just seen that change for Chelsea. Blades are battling, though. We've turned the screw the last few, but Chelsea now come forward on this right-hand side. Ball pulled back into the box. Shot from the edge of the area.
Wee.
And that's 6, I think.
I think
Way,
it is. Yeah.
way over. That's
Or a
not good.
conversion.
A conversion, yeah. You can tell one man doesn't watch rugby.
No, that's fine. Oh, we've got 15 minutes left. Plus stoppage.
Sheffield could be Schalke no fear, says Woo Cassia.
Oh, he's off again.
Wooixia. Wooichi.
Wait, don't matter about that because look what's here. Adam Blade 83. Thanks, getting shame.
Sorry,
You've
Adam.
been done by a YouTuber, Adam.
I don't know why that tickled me.
Technically, I still think that Norwood's cross or corner was on target. So I don't think that should have been given as an own goal. So I'll say that, Adam.
Nice one, Nick. Okay, Blades with the ball. Oh, it's a Megs or a Nuts. I don't know what you say. Again, good play. Ollie McBurney.
Billy!
It was the target in the box, but can't get there. And Billy Sharp did really well, but McBurney was who he was looking for, and it's just gone over his head. And you felt like if that was a little bit less on that, McBurney would have scored.
Definitely. I feel like McBurney's about 7 foot tall, and he couldn't get his head on the end of that. Oh, frustrating. It's a good game, though. End to end. And again, Chelsea are going towards our end. Ball into Mount, but Bogle's coming. Oh,
Dislike.
Thought he'd nicked it.
Get the ball back, Blades. Oceans of space on that right-hand side for Chelsea. And that's where, of course, they're going to exploit.
By the way, we're on 187 likes. If you can make that to 200, that would be excellent, guys.
Chance for Chelsea to, again, try and just, well, for the moment, they're happy to keep possession. We're on 78 minutes. And they eventually give the ball back to the Blades. We need to use this ball. And again, we pump it long without any real intended target. It's going to be laid back to Mendy. We're not playing badly, Nick.
No, we're not. Definitely not. We're still in this game, as we keep saying, and we're creating chances. It feels like it's coming. It feels like there's one more goal in this game, but which way will it go? That is the thing. And Hadley has just said, can't fault the Blades for having a crack at it. That's all we ask for, especially in these games when they're kind of a free hit, like we said earlier.
I think the thing that the bitter taste in the mouth is the fact we got ourselves back into the game, and then within what felt like seconds, we gift the winner, which looks like, to Chelsea. I think you're right. There's another goal in this game.
Yeah, definitely. And I think here they're trying to get Bogle sent off. That's an excellent tackle. And because he's followed through, it was like the Sander Berger one against Liverpool, was it? No, it was Arsenal, wasn't it, where he went through Aubameyang. These days, look, Kovacic is having a go at him for the tackle, but it was an excellent tackle. He's won the ball. He's gone through the man. Never, ever going to say anything against that.
We don't do things the easy way, do we? And we've got a nice shot of Timo Werner's left thigh. It's getting the strapping. Of course, he's a strapping lad. He's no Olivier Giroud. Potentially a chance to cross the ball in for Chelsea again. They do work it well. They do get the ball in. There's a free man on the edge of the box. On this right-hand side, he's going to try and get a shot away. It gets blocked. It's going to loop over Ramsdale's bar, and that's another Chelsea corner. I have lost count of the amount of corners that Chelsea have had. Reece James with a shot.
But commentators curse. They've not done anything with any of them, I don't think, other than the flick on in the last one that went to nobody. Hopefully.
Oscar Ramsdale, that's a great point. Do these top teams just expect us to not try and tackle or something? Yeah, I mean, it's gamesmanship. It's not right. It's not the way we do things. You know how we feel about players who go to ground early. We don't accept it at Sheffield United. A lot of these top team fans, they're quite happy just to win games anyway. If it's ugly, they'll take it. We don't do it that way.
No.
And that's why we're bottom of the league.
Yeah, but I'd rather us play like this and not be up there, because I don't want to see this. I don't want to see players throwing themselves on the floor. I don't want to see us moaning about people putting a tackle in, calling
for yellow cards and all that. Yeah, it's game's gone. Corner whipped in. Looks like a goal kick after a heavy touch from a Chelsea player. Chelsea have had 7 corners thanks to Murray Blades. Do appreciate you guys keeping us on top of this sort of stuff. Wilder needs to sort out the angle of his hats. He's done that a few times, I've noticed. The SUFC, of course, should be at the front. Yeah, we do need to get Robert in, don't we?
Yeah, we do. Yeah, definitely.
Because he's lucky. Robert, if you're watching, get back in, mate. All right, you are our lucky mascot. The pink shirt has given us an own goal, but we need to get us over the line. Just one more bit of good luck. So we need Robert from Ohio.
Definitely. If he's still watching, that is. I'm not seeing him in the comments for a bit. Come on, Robert, sort it out.
Yeah, if Rudiger fancies sticking one back in the onion bag for us again, we'll take that as well. But it's going to be, for me, a set piece that's going to get us back into this.
Yeah,
good challenge.
Fleck has just been unbelievable recently.
Yeah, he's been. I mean, he had 2 broken bones in his back. We didn't know about that when we were, perhaps as fans, wondering why we weren't seeing the John Fleck of old. He's back to his best.
He is, definitely. What a player! What a Trojan, Hal! What a Trojan!
He's a Trojan. Think how long we could have had him if that fax machine hadn't buggered up on transfer deadline day.
I'm glad we didn't get him back in them days. He might not be the player that he is now.
It's an alternative reality and a different way of thinking about it. You're quite right, and maybe he'd have moved on.
Might have had a bad manager managing him, and he may have buggered off somewhere else.
Rob Garner says, really frustrating that Moose
Maxwell
isn't 2019 Moose. He'd be perfect. You know, he would. He'd be perfect to bring on. We'd let the Moose loose. If you've ever played Football Manager, the Moose is incredible on that as well. A minimum 45 goals a season.
It's 2-on-1 here with Bogle.
Alonso's always looked more threatening than Chilwell in his career. Hudson-Odoi is an excellent player.
Yeah, he is, yeah, definitely. He's not had too much game time this season, though.
Correct. Maybe Willens are too cool. Chelsea have a chance with Kante to get a shot, and no, he's going to play it on the right-hand side. Ball can get crossed in here, and it's a good, clever bit of defending.
It is. I'm glad. I wanted to see that. Someone with a bit of a... Oh, what a flick. Billy Sharp picks it up. He's held that up excellently. Unlucky.
Good play, Billy.
Just muscled out by a massive defender. Fair play, Billy Sharp.
And Herman, we're waiting for Moose to come back. It's his birthday tomorrow as well, and he is. So we wish him a very happy birthday for tomorrow.
Bogle, unlucky.
Trying to take on his man by doing the old Pro Evo by running through him.
Oh, this is frustrating. So
It is frustrating. We're in 84 minutes, 83 minutes, and we need to actually start creating chances, Blades, because at the moment Chelsea will be delighted with the way this game is playing out. They've got possession, they're passing it back, they're happy to keep it.
Yeah, but Chelsea are a lot better team, Hal, and they should have easily beaten us. Oh wait, it's on a knife edge. Come on, look at this. Four players trying to. Every single time it's a possession start in Chelsea's favour, they put it up on screen.
Yeah, it's been frustrating that. Hola, Marco Antonio, Aldeceo Luna. Estoy aprendiendo español. Solo un poco más despacio, por favor. So he's involved. You can, of course, let us know where you're watching from. We always love hearing from you. Moose is 25 tomorrow. Nick was right again. You love seeing that, don't you?
I think Nick, we should just keep putting that up.
If you want to get your name on screen, there's two ways of doing it. Super subscriber or
Super chat.
Super subscriber or say something complimentary about Nick or my cheekbones. Steve York is talking sense here. Had Moose at the age of 30 for York City and FM20. He won the Golden Boot twice. So you can't but top content like that. That's really top content. Keep that coming. Love hearing about your Football Manager games. Chelsea with a throw-in. It's all in the wrong end. It's frustrating. Chelsea are absolutely delighted with this. Get Brewster on.
Big boy Brewster's coming on.
He's wearing more layers than me, and I'm wearing 3. He's about to be brought on in the 85th minute. Can he do anything, Nick? Is it too late?
It's too late. Well, yeah. It's not giving him much time, is it? Let's be honest. And that speaks volumes to me. If he expected him to come on and score a goal, it'd have brought him on when he brought Sharp on. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Saw has made a comment here. We'll get back to that as Reece James is on the right-hand side, powering through. Lovely back heel from his teammate. Men in the box again for Chelsea, but they don't look like they want to put it in. They're just content with keeping this ball and winding down that clock. Ball on the edge of the area. Heavy touch gives the Blades a chance with Didsey to win it back. No way on earth is that a foul. Referee don't even think about it. And Blades can try and build from the back. And it needs to be a good pass here.
There we go. Come on, Ollie. Pick that pass.
Ollie's ping. Not good enough from Ollie Norwood. We've said he's played well today, but that was a poor ping.
He's done a few poor pings today, to be honest. Just not enough on him.
Saw, who asks, would you like to play a game? Looks to me like Chelsea have kind of cruised to this win. They haven't really had to work for it. Nick, do you think that's fair?
No, I disagree. I think we've pushed them. We've made them. I don't know. Actually, maybe we gave them bloody free penalty, didn't we? To be fair, but no, I think we've made them work. I think we've. I'm a little bit annoyed that we haven't played better and did just come away with that ball. What a turn! Flecky puts it out wide to Lowe. Back to Flecky, puts it. Really
bad pass. By the way, it was Norwood who went off. Nick would have had Norwood going off earlier, getting Didsey in as a front 3, which of course we're now operating with. Didsey maybe just in the hole. Good defending from Basham. If he hadn't got there, Hudson-Odoi was in, and Ramsdale, clever pass back to him. At the moment, we are sitting back far, far too much. Need to get forward, Nick.
We do. And even if it is kind of a few long balls, we've got McBurney up there. He's going to win some stuff in the air. He wins the most headers. We all know that. So we're getting stuck in, but
Gustavo, let's back Rammers, all right? 100%. This channel is a pro Ramsdale channel. He has not been at fault, and we don't like picking on individuals anyway. Just back the boys. That's how we're going to get out of this and turn this around. Not just this game, but entire season.
Here he comes. Brewster lays it off to Didsey. Come on now. Let's create something. Here we go. Lundstram has a go.
Oh, Lunny. I don't mind him having a pop there, but that's poo.
He loves to have a shot with his left foot.
It's time now to stop playing any kind of fancy football. We often, as Blades, try and walk it in. Forget that.
In the box.
Get it in mixer.
Yeah, in that mixer.
Yeah. So, just to reiterate, 100% back in Rammers, and we decided Rammers over Rambo, haven't we?
Yeah, we have. I think the thing is with Ramsdale, though, you've got to back him because do we not want him to succeed? What's the point in giving him stick constantly? I understand criticising him for a mistake here or there, but what I don't like when people, Ramsdale's crap, Ramsdale's this, Ramsdale's that. It's like, why? He's done nothing wrong in this game. If you're going to critique him for making a mistake, that's fair enough. But if you're just going to say Ramsdale's crap, then that's not good enough, really.
Yeah, I back our captain in good nick on the good ship Sheffield United way. Didsy header to... Didsy's better than that. It's to no one, basically. The only place he could have headed the ball where there was no Sheffield United body, because we are committing men forward now. It's better, but we've left it quite late. We're on the 89th minute, and again, we can't make that final ball stick.
No, and it's really frustrating. The goal that they're going to win this with is a poor Keane Bryan pass back.
Robert has messaged me to say he would have joined us. He is watching, but he's 4 minutes behind.
The game will be over by then, mate.
The game will be over by the time he even joins us. So lucky Robert will not be joining us. And I would like to take this opportunity to blame him solely for this defeat. Him and his potatoes.
How many minutes are we thinking it's going to be?
Because we're losing.
1.
I'll go 2. But I feel like we could easily have 5.
Yeah.
McBurney, ball back in. Oh, beaten away. It was a great defensive header. That was good football.
Yeah,
from United.
Great ball in from Max Lowe as well. I love them that's just hit really strong into the box, because you don't have to put any get any purchase on them. Just flick them on in the back of the net.
Blade still trying to retain possession, doing well. Very good play from John Lundstram, the one-away midfielder. Chance to get another cross in. And we do. And it's beaten the first man, but not the second. And it's going to be another throw in. And it's a bit like we are just gaining yards, like in the Super Bowl later. But that, of course, not actually how you score in professional football.
We've got a good free kick in a good area here. Ollie Norwood needs to be putting it in the same area as he did for the other one. Oh, it's not on. I've just thought it's not on. Who's going to? I'd have Lundstram whipping this in.
Well, Flecky is an option. It's from the left, so I wouldn't have Fleck taking this, but it looks like Fleck is gonna take it with his left, so it'll be an outswinger, which he's the only one near it, so it is going to be Fleck, and it's a good ball actually.
Brewster. Oh, that was 2 great strikes. That just a pity they didn't get to the keeper.
Look at my face. Those were 2 fantastic, both of them on target, both of them with power, and both of them blocked by Chelsea defenders who were just there like a set of bastards.
Big winner. Ollie McBurney. Oh, it's just not quite.
He's won the flick on, but no one there. 5 minutes, I called it.
Yeah.
So that's
Get it
good.
In that box. That's the ball. He's out.
Too much. Mendy caught it like a lion with opposable thumbs.
Tell
you what, Nick.
2 great strikes.
Tell you what, a great couple of efforts, and it was Rudiger redeeming himself with his legs on both occasions, and he's gone down because a ball hit him a little hard on his shin. And this is modern football. So he's gone down. He's limping. He's trying to eat as much time up as possible. He's absolutely fine. I'm not having it. Get on with it.
No, you won't see Tony Adams doing that, would you?
Tony Adams, he wouldn't. If he was hurt, he wouldn't let it show. Man of the match, Timo Werner, most assists for Chelsea. So Timo Werner, man of the match. Not many Chelsea fans would have called that. I am surprised.
I don't think he's been that good, but I think it's been a very scrappy game.
I think you don't call
Mount.
You don't call man of the match yet. This game it's got 3 minutes left, and Billy Sharp has still got time to score an equaliser.
I don't care. You can give Timo Werner the man of the match all you want, as long as we score. Get rid of it.
This game is set up for one man,
Yeah, well done. Ollie McBurney there, getting over, telling Billy Sharp to move on for a flick on.
We need to get yes, our throw in. All right, Blades, our throw in just in Chelsea's half of the halfway line, if that's how you describe things. Fleck has done really well. Fleck's done really well today. I think he's been our best player. Right, Blades have possession on the halfway in the centre circle. Ball played forward on our right hand side. I'd have personally gone central. It puts us out on this wing, and what can we do with it? Let's see.
We like being on the wing there. Oh, come on.
Ball
Lundstram.
Floated in. And that from Lundstram, that has given all the momentum back to Chelsea. They will be delighted with that. They will take those floaters all day.
Running the time down as well. He's going to run it down for at least 30 seconds here, guaranteed. He'll hold on to it. Apparently, we're not seeing it either because Chris Wilder's they're going to put camera on Chris Wilder. That's what we like to see. That's a lovely ball over the top. But Max Lowe's dealt with it. People will say Chelsea deserve this. The Blades have had 7 efforts on goal. Unheard of this season for us. That was a right mess from Bogle there. He's got his feet caught and it's out for a throw. And I think time's just going to be our enemy here, Nick. Yeah, I agree. We've got 1 minute and 10 seconds left. Those Bogle Brewster chances, were the chances. Yeah, they were. And he's going to get a free kick there. We're going to be made to rue. Like I said it, the first 30 seconds, Nick. I'll take you back to Ollie Burke's chance. And it's another top 6 side that are going to hold it in the corner for the remainder of the game. What does that say? We're bottom of the league. We're not getting smashed. Why have we not played like this all season? It really frustrates me. And it's again, like Man City, going to play it in corner. Go on, look at Mason Mount pretending like he's going to cross the ball. It's so disappointing. It's a testament to the Blades. We're bottom of the league. Chelsea, just with the players they've got, should just turn up and win 4 or 5-0. I saw Chelsea fans saying they were going to beat us 9-0. A lot of cocky confidence. We've given them a game. Come on, Bill. Billy Sharp using all his strength, his intelligence, his wily nous. He's got him beating his man. He's every wins a free kick. Billy Sharp. Right, build the statue now. Launch it in the box. Build the statue before the game's even finished. Throw in. What's Lundstram doing? Just throw the ball. We need the only time you need Jack Robinson is now. It's a short throw. Terrible decision from Lundstram to try and one more launch it. Get it launched in. Get everyone up. That's it. Taking matters into our own hands. Flick on. This is the chance. Hit it. It's offside. Anyway. It was a save by Mendy. A spectacular, speculative effort from Billy Sharp. And we would have gone absolutely crackers if that had gone in. It's a good save. Both palms to it from Mendy. Oh, we've given sugar. My dumplings. I don't want to swear. And that's it. It's all over. Blades. The Blades have been beaten. And I think that's the most disappointing way to lose a game I've seen all season. Yeah, definitely, mate. Stupid way to lose a game. We've hit 200 likes, so thank you very much, everybody, for being in the stream today. It's just frustrating, isn't it? Just frustrating. We can't really lose games like that in the perilous position we're in, with teams around us getting wins. It's really a stupid way to lose a game. And ho, 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 Keane Bryan, I'll look back on that. But he'll not sleep tonight. No, definitely not. Ramsdale couldn't do anything about it. He tried to come out and just make himself big. Unfortunately, he made himself a little bit too big and got kneed in the face. Yeah, we got the ghost of Brian Clough, who says that penalty was a foul on Ramsdale. Young man. Oh, yeah. It could be seen both ways, couldn't it, that penalty? It really could. We've tried to paint the light in shade, and John Regan makes a very good point. It's not ho, 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 Keane Bryan tonight. It is no, 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 Keane Bryan. That was a terrible decision, mate. It's either John Regan or it's John R. Egan. It could be it could be a relative of John Egan with a H. Yeah. Next up in the squad numbers. Yeah. After Regan wears 12. Hope you enjoyed the watch along. It's been tough. I'm not going to lie. I hate the Blades losing. I love Sheffield United, and it hurts when they lose, no matter how But that was a much more spirited performance than the last time we played Chelsea at Stamford Bridge. A lot more, and we'll go in for it. If we'd have gone for it a little bit earlier, might have got something from it, but you can't say we didn't go for it.
I think the frustration is, looking at it, we're not worlds away from Chelsea.
No, and if the season started from the Man United game, then we'd probably be a mid-table team. But it's not. And we had all that first half of the season where we were just giving away stupid goals and not putting the ball in the back of the net. Now, well, we've just given a stupid goal away today, but at the same time, we've put pressure on them, we've created chances, we've defended well for the most part. Why couldn't we have done this all season?
I think that game really should have been a 1-1 draw. I think that would have been a fair result. No Chelsea fans would have had any complaints with that. No Chelsea players or officials. For Tommy Tuchel, it's great. Who cares? For the Blades, we're in trouble, Nick. I'm really, really worried. I know this was what we called a free hit, but we can't afford these anymore.
No, we can't, but we're always in trouble, weren't we? Let's be honest. Let's just be as positive as possible. We've had a great last few games. Stop looking at the telly, Hal, because I know that you're thinking about American football now.
Yeah, but my Green Bay Packers haven't made it, which has gutted me. The Blades have lost. I'm tired now, and the game hasn't even started yet.
Yeah,
I'm sad. I'm miffed. I didn't even get to enjoy a McFlurry, and now I've got to record a fan's reaction.
Neither did I, because I kept getting shit every time.
And we got through the whole thing, without any swears. And there we
It's
go.
my channel. I can do what I want.
Yeah. All right. He's not wrong. We will get off though, because Nick's going to do a match reaction, which you should watch. It'll be well worth it.
Definitely so. I'm going to go away for about 10 minutes, something like that, and then I'm going to live stream again on this channel, as I say, in about 10 minutes' time without Hal, talking about Giroud being good looking or my McFlurry. That sounded a bit of a euphemism, that then.
My ablutions.
Stephen Walker. Thank you very much. And yeah, I think me and Hal both thought that Brewster was going to score there. Two great volleys or half volleys or whatever they were.
Stephen Walker, he's one of our own.
He's definitely one of our own. He's an absolute top lad. And we want you back for every stream, Stephen. Top man.
Yep. Speaking of stream...
Can I just quickly ask Stephen, do you think that Brewster's going to score a goal this season? If so, how many do you think he's going to score? I'd like to know that from everybody, actually. But Stephen, you're our boy. Go on, Hal. What were we going to say?
Well, I was just going to make a joke about going to the toilet, but I think it's a bit puerile, and hopefully we're better than that. But do hope you've enjoyed the stream. Please tell other people about them. We're going to do them for every game for the rest of the season. Do subscribe to Sheffield United Way. Do smash a like. Whenever you see it pop up on Twitter, give it a share, give it a like. Tell as many people as you can about them. We want to get a lot more people in. We've done well today for numbers, far more than our previous effort, but we want a great deal more, because we think that hopefully we can bring something different to your match day routine and experience. It is free. It is just for fun. Unless you want to be part of our super chat.
Yes, super chat. Not super subscriber.
I almost like super subscriber. Also, Robert is sacked for not joining us. Robert, we need to get you always on the same time as us. So, travel's difficult at the moment, but it'd be great if we could go to a game together next season.
So what I'm going to say right now is 10 minutes time, join me back on this channel. If you haven't subscribed already, click the subscribe button, then click the bell icon, all notifications on, so you'll get a notification when I go live. As soon as I go live, click on it, because that's where I'm going to be starting. Hallie's going to go and record the fans react, hopefully now, before the Super Bowl. And then life's great. We move on to the next one.
We go again.
We go again. We don't let this slip.
Absolutely.
Except, Keane Bryan didn't slip.
If he had slipped, he wouldn't have passed it backwards. So I'm blaming the groundsman, really. He's at fault, not watering the pitch enough. That's what we're going to look at.
It wouldn't be Keane Bryan's fault, would it, really? We've been championing him for quite some time now, so nothing can be his fault. But anyway, we'll leave it there. Thank you very much, everybody, for being here. Thank you, Hal, for kind of being the main man on the stream again. I think I'm going to let you do this more often, like you're not already. So yeah, I'm going to let Hal go and do his fans react. Have you seen what section you've got?
I'll have a look.
I'm giving you an easy one. And where do we go from here? Because I know you've done first half, second half here with us. So
it'll be interesting to see, Nick, if by doing it like this, it's harder to compose one's thoughts, on the game, because we're kind of concentrating on this,
Yeah, I've just thought then I've not written any notes what I normally would do for the match reaction, so it's going to be fun. So that's why you definitely need to jump on board.
Yeah, do it while it's all still fresh, mate. Right, so we're going to go
fresh. Nothing's fresh. Anyway, yeah. Thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for being here, Hal, and we will see you next time. Thanks for watching. See you for the.
Bristol City.
Bristol City in
Bristol
the
City?
midweek. Bristol City.
Wednesday.
Right. Thanks for watching, guys. See you later.